All right.
I'm on call, so.
You are on call? Well, that's good to know, I guess. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Saturday, so it's time for new pickups. And, oh, man, that's super bright. That light is way too bright. Let's see if I can turn down the screen brightness and make that a little less hotspotty.
How'd you close that?
Oh, yeah, I think that's where we're getting it from. Hold on. Is that better? Yeah. Awesome. Oh, yeah, it looks so much better. So it's Saturday. I've got Sean here with me. We just went out and picked up a fair amount of new games. I mean, not a ton, but because you and I had a trade deal
We had a trade deal
earlier this week, I made out with a lot of great games that actually it's really awesome you're willing to do that because a lot of cool childhood classics there. But first, before we do anything, Oak City, what's up, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. Always keeping everything good here. Nostalgia, how are you, sir? I think I've got some cool stuff here you might actually particularly dig today. I hope everything's going well on your channel as well. But first up, and I put this on Twitter earlier, I did get a package, and I wasn't sure if it was from the judge, but he confirmed that it was.
You should.
What?
Make sure that doesn't get on.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
When I put it on Twitter, I don't put like people's address out there. Or anything.
You held it up, my heart sank for a
No.
second.
I didn't do anything like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and open this up because I have no idea what's in this package. So there's presumably a game in here, but I don't know what it is. Jason, your coffee's upstairs.
Thank you, friend.
You want to say hi to the stream? We're opening new games.
I just want to see what's inside this package.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Waiting.
This is courtesy of the judge, so I'm really excited to kind of see what this is.
I heard you put his address online.
I didn't put his address online. I wouldn't do that. Roaming Dan, what's up, man? So this is from the judge, and he got me James Pond, codename RoboCop. I'm completely unfamiliar with this, but I think Sean is familiar. But Judge, I think he did mention that he had a lot of good memories with this growing up. So, I've never played this before, and I have no idea what to expect, but I will absolutely do so. But that looks absolutely adorable and hilarious. So, James Pond. Yeah, absolutely.
Is this also on the James Pond?
I don't know.
Super?
It may have also been on the Super. I have no idea. But, Judge, sir, I don't know that you're in the chat yet, but if you watch this later, thank you so much. I really appreciate it for sending that over to the P.O. Box. So that's one I got from the judge, right? But then also I got a really crazy amount of good games this week from this guy, Sean.
This looks good.
And we sort of worked out like a proxy trade deal. If you want to explain the particulars of that.
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to explain it?
No.
All right, I'll explain it. So Sean basically had a bunch of games he was thinking about getting rid of, but I think because he wanted to basically give me first right to refusal, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he basically offered me a lot of games that I was really excited to have that I knew I was going to be looking for. And, I was just like, how much do you want for them? And he was like, well, there's a couple of, action figures I've been looking into. I don't know if you want to take a look at those. And I was like, well, send me the link. He was like, no, I'm not going to send you the link because then you'll just order them. And I was like, that's not true. Just send me the link. And then I immediately ordered them.
Yep, because you're a huge liar.
Because I'm a huge liar. But to be fair, I didn't immediately order them. I did a little bit of research. And what were the two action figures that you want, if you want to explain it?
They were Akuma from Street Fighter, which is not out yet. Figure Arts Akuma.
Right, that should be here.
Not on according to Amazon.
It's not out yet. It comes out in April.
And you got me the short trooper because I just ordered. Right. I ordered the Death Trooper that night. So
so you have the complete set.
I have the complete set.
Right on.
Until the new movie comes out, and then now there's more to get.
Right. So in exchange for these two action figures, and probably some lunches, I think.
Maybe a lunch.
Maybe a lunch. He actually hooked me up with a ton of good stuff. So I'm actually going to just start with NES and go up from there. I guess I'll do it by generation.
Well,
although, I need that.
Put these two.
Yeah. So first off, Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, which I did already have these, but the labels on these are much better than the ones that I had sitting over there. Like my Mario 3 is garbage. Also Mario Brothers 2, which, I know is hit or miss for a lot of people. Personally, I dig it. Gamer Thumb, what's up? And Judge, thank you for stopping by. I just opened James Pond 2 that you sent me, sir, and I really, really appreciate it. Not familiar at all, but if you say you had a good time with it when you were a kid, I'm excited to explore it now as decidedly not a kid. And Gamer Thumb, before I continue, I want to apologize. I ended up seeing a movie last night with L1 Games. We went and saw A Quiet Place. I didn't get back till later, and I told my buddy Simon that I would play a little bit with him, so I did not get a chance to catch your stream. I apologize, but I'm still going to go back and watch the other video that you put up specifically because of it's Rampage, which I'll go ahead and continue on with this.
Do you have Mario Duck Hunt? Did you look?
Yeah, no, I have Mario Duck Hunt for sure.
So which one you need?
Which one do I need? Mario Bros. 3 more than anything. So I don't need to keep
Mario Duck Hunt track and field.
I don't know if I have the track and field one or not. I think I just have the Mario Duck Hunt one. And those are great to have, right? I mean, those are exciting. No worries, man. I called out of work to play video games today. Saw your notification pop up. Right? That's an excellent reason to call off work, sir. As long as you don't no call, no show, I think you can get away with that. But while we're going to continue on this sort of NES track of games for this week, it's just insane. And some of you probably saw this on Twitter. Whoa, just got very real. So first off, the original Mega Man, which is, you keep all of your games really, really nice. They're all still sealed in plastic. I mean, not like sealed in plastic, but they are kept in like that cellophane
For
material.
the best I can.
So that, wait, where's the pile?
There we go. Give me these.
Yeah.
And put these on the floor.
Oh yeah, it's totally awesome. Mega Man 2, which a lot of people think is one of the best in the series. I don't know if it's the best, but I think there was a lot of improvements over 1, if I recall.
Give me, take it.
All right. Next up, Mega Man 3, and finally, Mega Man 4.
So now you just need.
Now I just need 5 and 6.
6 is Super, isn't it?
No,
6 and 7 are Super.
I think 6 is. I think 6 is NES. I think 7 and 8, I believe, were. And then
8 is also on PS1. That's right.
Oh yeah, it was. But then also Final Fantasy, the original for NES. So really, an amazing bump to my NES collection, thanks to you, which I supremely appreciate.
Probably the only gamer that's actively getting rid of games.
Right. Gamer Thumb TV says 6 is NES. Okay, so. Confirm.
Don't ever tell me I'm wrong again.
I'll never tell you you're wrong again. So
wait, was I wrong? Did I say 6 was Super?
I don't remember. You know what? I think I said it and then you corrected me.
So, I'm not always right.
You're not always right, but you're always right. And then also, so moving up, like, because that wasn't really the only games that I got out of this trade deal. Also, the 25th anniversary of Super Mario All-Stars, complete with the soundtrack. Also, which I was so excited because you opened this.
Open yeah, I actually got that from Korgs.
You got it from Korgs?
That small game expo.
Right.
I saw it and I was like, oh, I need to have this.
I gotcha. So, which the thing was, the only thing that bugs me is I was super excited because I thought this was going to be some sort of a documentary or something like that would showcase some of the development of those games. But it's just the soundtrack, but it's in a DVD case. But it's still pretty cool to have. And if you open this up, if you guys aren't familiar, it gives you sort of like a Super Mario history booklet here and then the soundtrack CD. So, now I have All-Stars for the Super, but I don't have it for the Wii. And that's the thing, like, I think I was only anecdotally familiar that this actually existed when it first came out. It wasn't something that was on my radar.
Well, now they just re-released this part recently.
Oh, did they?
Well, recently for the Wii, right?
Yeah.
As what's Nintendo's greatest hits? The Player's Choice.
Yeah, it was. So moving on from that, because we'll just go ahead and stay within the Wii, because there are a ton of Wii games here. So I'm just going to go through them. Mad World, which is a game that I played a little bit and thought was really fun. If you're not familiar, it's hyper violent. It sort of looks like a Frank Miller graphic novel, I guess.
Yes.
But it's black and white, except for I think the blood is in red. Right?
Great soundtrack.
Yeah. Henry Gonzalez says, "Hey, you're player 2. What's up, man? Thanks so much for
guys?
coming. I know that you were doing some collection videos as well. I've yet to check those out, but I will absolutely get to it. Mario Kart for the Wii, which I did not have previously, or I did at one point.
Let me find the steering wheels for these. You can just have them.
Okay.
I'm never gonna use them.
No, that's fine. Lost in Shadow, an Atlas game that I'm not familiar with at all. This was something you just sort of threw and you're like, you should take this.
This is something, yeah.
But why was this good? Like, can you explain this game? Because I'm not familiar with it.
So you are a shadow. Well, I don't know if you are a shadow or you you manipulate the shadows. It's like a platformer, puzzle platform.
I do like
the
shadows.
You move the shadows around to get from one part to the other. Now that a fanfare when it came out, I particularly really like Hudson games. I don't know why.
Yeah, because Hudson Soft did Mile and Secret Castle, which I'm not a fan of. I've already talked about that.
Hudson, did they? I'm exposing myself on stream because now I'm not sure if at that point Hudson was doing Bomberman or at this point. I think Konami does Bomberman now.
Hey, City, was the Wii Mario All-Stars different, or is it just a port of the SNES version?
It's actual 4 ROMs.
Oh, okay. So it's not really enhanced or anything.
They're not enhanced. They're just those download versions on a disc.
Okay.
Nothing special.
That should answer it then.
In my opinion, not the versions to play, but the versions to collect.
Right. Oak says, surprisingly expensive Wii game, that cart game.
SNES versions. Okay, so they're ROMs of the cart.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Next up, Sin and Punishment, which I never played, but apparently this is an on-rail shooter that Sean is also fond of.
The first one only came out in Japan on the 64. You might be able to download it on the Wii U if that Wii shop is still up.
Now, when you say an on-rail shooter, you just mean an on-rail shooter, right? This is not like a light gun game or something.
No, it's more like a Star Fox, but you're not constantly going. Think like a Time Crisis Arcade. Maybe?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
More like
I gotcha.
That, maybe?
Sure. Next up, Wii Sports Resort, which actually I do think I had at one point, but I don't anymore. And I assume you just had no interest in retaining it.
It's in the sell pile.
Yeah. And this was a game that I'd never even heard of before, and I'm assuming it certainly looks adorable, and that's Ivy the Kiwi, which I've never even heard of this game.
I believe you just shoot the kiwi around with the Wiimote.
Oh, right on.
I want to say it's like Lemmings, but
I liked Lemmings. I remember playing a lot of Lemmings growing up.
I don't know how to put it. We're definitely gonna have to do one day Wii games you never heard of or something.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. And then going to more widespread releases, Super Mario Galaxy, which was on my list to recollect. I actually still have the collector's coin that came with this. I used to have 2 of them. I gave one of them to Muzz because he didn't have it. So I was like, I don't need 2 of these. You can just take it. But Super Mario Galaxy, which is a game that I really enjoyed. I'm happy to have it again. I mean, honestly, I don't ever really feel bad having a Mario game in my collection for the most part. You didn't like it at all?
No, I don't care for Mario Galaxy.
I mean, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't a bad game.
I'm more of a fan of 2D Marios.
Right. Kind of looks like the Wonder Boy remake from the cover. Yeah, it really does, actually. Yeah, I put it up on the camera here, but yeah, Ivy the Kiwi does look an awful lot like Wonder Boy now that you mention it.
It's also on DS if you want the DS version. I don't know which one's rarer.
I don't know.
This is for my ex-girlfriend. I'm giving you a gift.
You're just giving me emotional baggage. I don't want that, sir. Get that cursed item out of here. You take Ivy the Kiwi. Super Mario Galaxy 2. I'm just like blocking Sean's face.
That's okay. I don't like him.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to be.
I know.
I don't want to be around Mario Galaxy.
Gamerthon TV says no Mario Galaxy love. Blasphemy.
So I know this is not on topic, but just feel this instruction booklet. How come we can't get this anymore?
This is a really weighty instruction book. I mean, you can see how many pages we've got here, but and then full color, like.
Or was it 2 languages? Might be in 2 languages.
Is it? Is that why? Oh yeah, that's what.
Still,
it's not that weighty. It's okay. So half that, but it still feels nice. Henry says Mario Galaxy is okay, not the best, but okay, and I would agree with that. That's how I felt about Super Mario Sunshine as well. It's okay, not the best. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. It's just. I appreciate what they tried to do.
Just okay,
but I'm just saying. No More Heroes, which I was super happy to have again because it's completely juvenile and lewd and ridiculous. And
am I allowed to be on the stream?
Yeah, you can be on the stream. It's fine. Do you want to do the next one?
No.
Oh, okay. Because the next one is just No More Heroes 2. So the follow-up to this, which I actually never got around to playing, so I'm actually kind of pumped to do this one. If you guys can see it clearly here, it's just right here. Yeah.
Back when Ubisoft was cool.
Right.
They made games.
So Sandra says, I don't like Sunshine. See, I'm not the only one who had, iffy feelings on Sunshine.
Surrounded by bad taste.
It's not.
You want to keep Nintendo, or you go? Oh no, this.
Well, yeah, because this was the last thing that Sean sort of gave up, and that was Sonic CD, which I don't have a way to play this at all. But I think he assumes at some point that I'll probably pick up a Sega CD or find some way to stream games from that.
Because I have a Sega CD.
You do?
Yeah.
Did you tell me this already, or am I forgetting?
It's the add-on, not the actual console.
Oh, yeah, but see, I don't have the console either. I'm just a huge.
It's a shame you don't know somebody who has 2 Genesis.
I know. I'm sorry. But yeah, so Sonic CD, which I've never played, so that would be fun because at this point I played Sonic 1, I played Sonic 2 anecdotally at one point, never played Sonic 3, which you did. You previously had donated Sonic 3, didn't you? Loose.
You lose. I think I gave you 1 and 2 in box.
Yeah, there was 1 and 2 in box, and then 3 was loose. So. It's my first Sega CD game.
Do you still need to find 3 in case? 3 in box now?
Yeah, I do need to find 3 in box. Don't much care about Mario Sunshine. Gamer Thumb says best Mario, Super Mario Brothers, the movie. It's weird. That's one of the things I don't have that I wanted to go back and collect is a lot of like the video game movies that were not the greatest. Like I feel this real compulsion lately to watch all of the Resident Evil movies. I really enjoyed them. I know that not a lot of people did, but I think they're fun. I like Mila Jovovich, and I don't care how campy or ridiculous or over the top or how far they stray from lore. Still super fun. So that was what the judge had sent in, right? Which was James Pond. And then basically the sort of trade deal that Sean and I worked out, exchanging Star Wars figures for just an incredible amount of NES and Wii games, which I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that.
Yep.
But now these are the games that actually just picked up a little bit ago. We ran out to Warp Zone and to Level 1 games. So I'm going to go through those real quick. And the first one, which I'm going to get out of the plastic here, was only $4.99, but this was a game that I actually remembered playing on the 64 and really enjoying it. And the cart was in really, really good shape. And that was Hybrid Heaven, which I don't necessarily think it was the best that was out for that system. But
don't look at me. That game's terrible.
You didn't like it at all?
No. I remember being in my friend's house and going to a game store, and he was like, yo, Hybrid Heaven, this game is like, it's real cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, fine. And I got it, brought it back and played it, and I was like, this is terrible.
What did you like about it?
I don't Well,
I mean, it's been a while since I've played it.
You already know how I feel about the N64.
I know you're not an N64 fan. Josh says, I just grabbed Echo, ironically named Dolphin for Genesis and Mad 97 for the smells like college. Nice. Your player 2, Blaster Master is fun. Actually, I think I either got the demo. I don't remember if I bought the full game for Blaster Master for the Switch because I never played the original.
Blaster Master on the Switch?
Yeah. I think it was Blaster Master 0.
Oh, yes.
I rented Hybrid Heaven and had no clue how to play it when I was a kid. LOL.
That was probably
got to replay it sometime.
I was a stupid kid who didn't know how to play it.
There were games that I played when I was way too young for them, and I think that in retrospect, I was just like, I couldn't understand them. Like if it was a platform or something simple, I could get it, but some of those games not so much. Next up, moving to yeah. Oh, thanks. And actually, I learned about this from Brian's Man Cave. And that was because he was playing this actually in one of his videos the other day, and that was Sonic Spinball. And I told him I thought that Warp Zone had this complete in box, and they did. I think it was like $7 or $8. But he was playing it. It looked like fun. It looked sort of like a pinball / platforming, I guess, but it looked like it had a lot of style. And and it's a Sonic game. I feel like if I'm exploring the Genesis, I should probably explore those titles pretty closely. So. Starting Let's Plays, they're fun to do. Oh, right. So, Henry, what's the first Let's Play that you're going to do? Please tell us. Next up, and I got this because I bought it early in basically the PSP's lifespan, and I had fun with it. Although it was one of those things, I didn't have a lot of friends who had PSP, so I don't really think I could enjoy this game fully, but I did pick up Darkstalkers Chronicle, Chaos Tower. And it was just a fun fighter, and I enjoyed it, and it was ridiculous. I liked the animation and everything in it. So finding it complete in box, I was like, it's not overly expensive or anything, but, again, it came with the instruction manual and all that stuff. So I was happy to have it.
I just saw an inbox pinball for double. Nice grab. You paid $8.
Yes. We paid $8 for Sonic Spinball. Which, there you go. Let's see. Inbox Spinball for double that. Nice grab. I did a Let's Play on Halo, Friday the 13th, and FC. Oh, you mean LJN Friday the 13th, yes, right?
I actually watched some of it.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So next up, and this was a game that I think everyone was super excited for, and it did not do well critically, as I recall. But one of the things that was really great about it was the graphics for the time.
They didn't do well. How'd they get to 4 of them?
That's the thing. I don't think, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I've got my facts wrong here, and I'm remembering it incorrectly. But as I recall, people thought Killzone was going to be like a Halo killer. And it totally wasn't, but it was still really pretty, and it still showed remarkable promise, at least as much so that they would continue that series.
At that point, I would say any first-person shooter was the Halo killer.
Right.
At that point.
And Killzone's like $5, right? It's not super expensive. I remember being really excited to pick it up when I was in college near the end of the PlayStation 2's lifespan. And basically the graphical fidelity they were able to squeeze out of that system so late in its life. I guess that's really not that shocking, right? If it's later in the system's life, they probably have more time to acclimate it to it from a development standpoint. But the fact that it looked as pretty as it did, I thought was actually pretty impressive. Gamer Thumb says Killzone is one of my favorite shooters, especially 2. That's another one on my list to pick up, sir. Had it, traded in like an idiot a while back, and need to get it back. Okay, I gotta go. Your player 2. Have fun, everyone. It's nostalgia. Ooh, sir, if you could just stick around for like 30 more seconds, I've got something nice for you.
Just stick around for like 30 more
30 more seconds.
We'll go fast.
We'll go fast.
But you got to read how much I nailed it first.
How much you nailed it?
Last one.
Sean nailed it every FPS, and also it was very much not the Halo killer. I would agree. So going over to L1 Games, what I picked up was NBA Street 3 because I love arcade type shooters. Or not shooters, well, like basketball and sports games. And also Dead to Rights, which originally I had on the PS2, but I haven't been able to find it. And the other day I was watching a video, and I can't remember the channel I was watching. It eludes me right now, but he basically pointed out Dead to Rights Retribution for the 360 was really good, so I wanted to do that. But the coup de grace from the day's takeaway, James Pond notwithstanding, because that was incredible. The judge was willing to do that.
I'm stealing this from Josh.
Yeah, he is stealing that from me. I picked that up last weekend. Odin Sphere for PS 2 weekends ago. But this was something that this was a game that I played a ton growing up, and not a lot of people are a fan of these. I don't think Sean is a fan of it, but I liked it.
And I was not a fan. I was almost going to get it.
He was almost going to get it.
Heavily debating on it
because he's a huge fan of this, and I'm not. Well, I mean, not as big of a fan, but that is the Street Fighter II 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition, which I'll go ahead and pop this open, but it's basically got a trifold opening here. So we've got Bison, and then we've got like Ryu and Blanka and Zangief and everybody on the inside here, Chun-Li. I think that's all of them, actually, because the original only had 8 fighters. Now, this was released. This is an official Capcom release. It's not an officially sanctioned Nintendo release, but Capcom did endorse this. And the embossing here on the box and everything, and basically, just all the gold and the foil that you've got here is really, really quite nice. I thought it was just amazing shelf candy, really. But then, if you're not familiar, I am 8-bit.
I'm actually a little jealous.
Are you?
I'm a little jealous.
All right. Well, now I have to figure out how to open this.
That's why I was asking you before stream.
Okay, we got it. I didn't bend it too badly or anything. But the thing is, if you're not familiar with this, I am 8-bit released this in a limited quantity. I think over 5,500 made, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And Muzz actually put this out on Twitter at L1 Games earlier because he has one that's still sealed that he refuses to open. I do not refuse to open it. And I'm actually we'll probably stream it later tonight because I think we're going to stream some SuperNet. But I'm going to go ahead and take this out of here. It is the red cart. And 1,000 of these were actually Blanca green that glowed in the dark. So this is not that one. This is just the red one, but still, it's a very nice looking cart. It's sort of that Maximum Carnage or Doom red, and it came with a custom dust cover on it. And I don't know if you can see what it basically says: Legacy
Cartridge Collection.
Legacy Cartridge Collection. So it's sort of a throwback to the original dust covers, although it's slightly modified.
You're gonna register your game?
Am I going to register it? I might, since it has
all the
one.
Inserts. It also comes with an instruction booklet.
Yeah, and I'll probably do it's not really an unboxing, but I'll probably showcase this in a really nicely produced video just because I feel like it visually is it's so pretty and it has so much color in it and everything. So Saturday says, that's awesome. Yeah, dude. See, I'm glad you stuck around. I'm sorry. I know you've got stuff to do, man. Please feel free to take off. I really did not want you to miss out on seeing this card in particular, but I'll probably do another video about it. And the other thing it came with, which I actually saw, and I want to say I saw Mad Little Pixels video on this, but there's a free hip pack. They did basically this marketing material. It comes with this fold-out poster, which you can see here. Which is the same as the trifold, but it's still pretty nice. And I would be tempted to frame something like this and hang it up, I think. But then it's weird because it says Legacy Cartridge Collection Craze Club. Check it out, and it looks like
it looks 90s.
You can get a free fanny pack if you do this.
Do it.
Which is, I may actually do this, and I would just wear it to cons, I think, and just see how many people thought I was, completely nuts. But yeah, so that's everything that you get if you buy one of these. Now this was 120. They gave me a little bit of a deal on. I think I got it for 100, which is what they launched for new. You can still find these on eBay, sealed in box for about $120, $130. So if you were somebody who was like, I really love Street Fighter and I would like to to re-explore that particular cart. And now that's the thing. It's not Turbo. This is the original Street Fighter 2. Let's see. I was doing a Let's Play on Mortal Kombat XL as well. Right on. That's awesome. I have not spent as much time with that as I need to, Henry, if I'm being honest, even though I have it.
You can just play this version of it.
Oh, yeah. I guess I can just play this Turbo that Sean brought over to donate to the stream again. Yeah. Crazy. No, he just brought over to play later on the Super NT.
I'll just put it my stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. So that's pretty much everything that we picked up. I don't think I forgot anything, but yeah, it was a really good week, obviously, for trades, mainly thanks to the generosity of Sean, certainly thanks to the generosity of the judge sending me a new game for way back Wednesdays for the Genesis, which is really great, and then just sort of picked up a few things at some local shops here. It was really good, so it was a good haul. Hey, Player 2, are you missing any of the first 3 Sonic games for your collection? Yes, I actually don't have 3. I'm looking to find that in complete in box. I don't think I have that one. Box. We have 1 and 2, because 1 is the not for resale copy that you had given me.
I'm just gonna go look.
Yeah, you can go look. So yeah, I am missing 3. You might hate that game, LOL. James Pond? Well, I mean, we'll find out. And then if I absolutely hate it on stream, I'll be like, Judge did this to me. He did it to me intentionally to give us a horrible stream. Nice boxing. Yeah, 1's the not for resale version. 2 was complete in box too, though, right? Yeah.
You do not have 3.
Right. Henry says the only Street Fighter I really enjoy is Turbo, and I think I like the speed of Turbo more as well. But I'm absolutely willing to pop this in and see how it looks, and I think it'll be a lot of fun, and it'll look great on video, right? Yeah, that's not very common.
A PS1 game?
Judge, now I have to figure out how to open this. Rip. What?
Didn't I bring you a PS1 game?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's in my backpack, and I don't know where my backpack is unless I left it upstairs. Sorry, Sean also gave me Rampage this week, which I thought you would appreciate, Gamer Thumb. I was going to put it out on Twitter and tag you in it, and then I just got busy and totally forgot to do it, but I'll do it later.
Version.
It's the PS1, Rampage World Tour.
Yes.
You're good. Have a good one, everyone's nostalgia. Take care. Henry says, been working my way through Siphon Filter once. Once I beat it, I will do a Let's Play it. Oh, right on. Nice. That's cool. Game of Thumb says, I'll send you a Sonic 3 on Thursday. I have it complete in box with manual. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Are you sure you want to part with it? Because it's one thing for me to hassle this guy because he can yell at me and just take it back because I work with him every day. But, I appreciate it if you just decide to do that, sir.
I also enjoy the chase.
You enjoy the chase?
I have people in Florida like looking for this toy for me. Yeah, it's like I enjoy doing it.
Well, yeah, and that's true. And that's something else I should point out here is if anybody here on the stream, because again, we're it's sort of a small channel, right? I don't have like 500 people watching, so it's completely feasible. While I'm running around here in Columbus, Ohio, places like Level 1 Games, Warp Zone, Play It, Trade It, which is where I got that Gunstar Heroes the other day. If there's something you guys are having trouble finding, please feel free to like shoot me a message on Twitter or just drop it in the comments here or just let me know in the chat. And I'll absolutely keep an eye out for stuff, I
need a reason to go to these stores since I don't collect them.
Yeah, and we love running around the stores here anyways. So especially for you, Oak City, because I know that it's not always easy. By the way, I saw your video get uploaded yesterday and I put a comment on it and then I tried to hit submit and then it wouldn't let me. And I think you guys took it down and re-uploaded it because then I was like, oh man, I'll have to go back and re-watch this to make sure that I didn't, miss something new that was added. Rampage fond memories, beating down walls, seeing a girl in the bath, eating the girl, and then for the hell of it, eating the bathtub. Yeah. Nice.
He's all about the Switch. You all about the Switch?
Yeah, I am all about the Switch. Wait, Gamerthon, let me back up. I'll send you Sonic 3 in the manual. No big deal. I bought it for my kids. Okay, sorry, we missed a message there. Okay. I bought it for my kids. Retron 3 like a year ago, and he can care less about it. Gotcha. Right on, man.
Well, that's because Mario's better than Sonic.
Yeah. I mean, I like Mario more than Sonic. I don't know if I can say Mario's objectively better than Sonic. I know somebody's done that debate video, but does anybody here to have an opinion one way or the other? If you could say that the Sonic series is objectively better than Mario or the other way around, I would be curious. Respectful debate, please don't beat each other's throats.
Life Force for the NES.
I'm back. If it's a decent price, could you look for Life Force for the NES? Yes, absolutely. So,
I was going to do the same thing.
Yeah, we're just take a picture of the screen. Yes.
Well, I'm just going to make a note.
Well, the other thing too, and I haven't done this yet. I actually did finish the spreadsheet that I was going to put public on all my videos that basically lists out my entire collection, so you guys can peruse it. Make suggestions, or just be like, why does he own 3 copies of Sneak King? So. I'll probably just add a section of that of things to be on the lookout for other people too. So if you guys want anything, let me know. I'll keep an eye out for sure. It's cool. Yeah, it had tech issues. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Oh, okay.
I'll go back into it, Oak City, and check it out again. Although I did enjoy a lot of your chipmunk voices on that pickup video, sir. All right. Well, I think we're already caught up. So yeah, at this point, I mean, this is just like a normal Saturday chill stream for us. So if you guys want to talk about anything, that's awesome. I will say that A Quiet Place is super good. If you guys have a chance to go see it, you should absolutely do that. But other than that, I mean, what are you guys all working on in your channels? Anything I can do to be helpful, or Sean, like regarding streaming settings or anything like that, That's what we're here for. Another question, do you collect SNES cards and do you have X-Men Mutant Apocalypse? I do collect SNES cards, but I do not have that game.
I also don't have it. Send it to me.
Well, you don't. Oh, yeah, you do collect SNES.
I like SNES.
I was about to be like, stop trying to take my SNES card.
I actually think I'm going to do what I said at work the other day and just collect all the rare one games, the non-rare stuff, and then just work my way out.
I gotcha. Yeah, and that would be horrible anyways, because Sean has donated so many SNES cards to this channel that it would be pretty crappy of me to be like, no, you can't have a SNES card.
No, I mean, it's your channel. Whatever.
Gonna send it to you also, one of the best games on the SNES. Sir, tell me some things that you were after, man. I don't really want it to be one. I mean, this thing, like, I appreciate when people donate things to the stream, and that's awesome. But, that's one of the things I like about that is if I can get a return address off of that package, then that's awesome, because I can...
Then we can come to your house.
That's creepier than the direction I was going to take it. But, later. That way, if I find something that you guys are after or something I just think you might dig, I can send something to you as well. I go to the post office every Saturday. I just filmed a P.O. Box video and a games I've never played video. Right on. Do you care to give anybody in the stream a sneak peek at one of those?
That's what I want to do with you with the Wii. The games that you never played or never even heard of.
Right. Do you have a wish list? Do I have a wish list, or are you asking if anybody else in here has a wish list? Because I did add a wish list section to the sheet that I'll share it, but I haven't really put a whole lot in it yet, because it would not be like basically all the sheets at the bottom are nicely organized by system, just alphabetically, just like NES, Xbox 360, and so forth. Then all the way to the left, there's basically just like an overview which says, hey, here's where I track people that make game suggestions, and then to the right of that, I have another sheet called wish list where I put stuff. So if anybody does decide they want to send me something, they can absolutely see the kind of stuff that I'm after there, but I haven't really put anything yet because I just haven't had time. And that's not going to be well organized. I'm just going to like think of a game, and be like, oh yeah, it really would be nice to have Rengoku again for the PSP and drop it in there.
Rengoku.
Yeah.
Wow, what a pull.
I know. I don't have room for physical games anymore. I either just play emulators or go for digital. Just want to help you build your collection. Well, dude, I super appreciate it. I mean, and that's the thing. Like for me, building the collection is like, okay, at a moment's notice, if I wanted to make a video about a particular older title, it's very easy to do that when I can just grab the card, drop it in the Retron, and then just start capturing footage with the Elgato. And I mean, obviously, like I am a collector, but I'm not like a hardcore collector, I guess. And I am working on something with another YouTuber right now, which I won't spoil anything unless I've already talked about it, in which case maybe it's not a spoiler, but I'll kind of give a little insight into what my thought process is there. But, one of the things that really drives my desire to collect is, can it make great video for the channel? Is that something that makes sense? But then also for me, a lot of it's nostalgia, right? Like I don't necessarily... Dead to Rights is not necessarily a phenomenal game, but I had a great time with it. So, and that's kind of nice, really, because some of the, the games that I played and really enjoyed are not overly expensive. They weren't even necessarily critical hits. They were just things that I had fun with. So, it's just sort of nice for, I guess, nostalgic reasons or
right.
So being sentimental, I guess. So
I only collect Super now.
Yes, I know. Much to my benefit.
Well, I was collecting everything. I was that guy who just every system, buy everything.
Right.
And now I'm just trying to no more space.
Yeah. And it does chew up a lot. But eventually, like this whole room will become a game room at some point. Right now, it's not. It's production space / game room. But whenever it comes to collecting and everything, it's just there's just something really nice about having physical copies of things. I absolutely adore.
No, I saw some stuff today that I would have bought if I still collected it.
Oh yeah,
Senko no Ronde I would have bought.
Right.
The Vortec. Yep.
And I may go back for that. I mean, now if I had bought Senko no Ronde from Limited Run Games when they released that yesterday, I feel like that would have been an instant purchase for me today, because I would have been like, I should probably get familiar with it.
Yeah. Very niche title.
So that says, I got 2 controllers for review in my P.O. box, and I recorded me playing Life Force. It's a great game, by the way. I'm not familiar with Life Force, sir, so I will have to check out your video. For the controllers, was it were those like 8BitDo controllers, or? Oh, I sent you a picture of your player too. Hold on. Wait, did you do that on Instagram, sir?
Like a public games I'm looking. Yeah, just send out what games you're looking for. Not so much to be a sugar daddy to you, but I need a reason to look.
That's because he's my sugar daddy. That's what he means.
I walk into these game stores. I look around. I'm like, oh man, look at all these things that I want to buy, and then I walk out, and it's like, why do I even do this to myself?
I just got I just got your text, Taylor. Hold on. Would you want this? Yeah, yes. I'd super want that, dude. Do you want me to put it out here on the video for people to see, or should we wait till it comes in and then surprise people with it? It's up to you, man.
Jelly. I want it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Sean and I will share custody. If you send that our way, or if you want us to get you some dough for it, just let me know. Judge says Dead to Rights 1 was very good. I had a lot of fun with it, and Dead to Rights Retribution, I saw it, and I saw a lot of gameplay on this channel, and it kills me that I can't remember the name right now.
It has good technology in that game for that time.
Right. Like a publicly games I am looking for. I want to make one, but be very clear to buy, not for people. Oh, to sugar daddy. Okay, that's what you were responding to. I just thought you kind of came out of nowhere and just like, I want to be a sugar daddy. I was like, man, I was like, Sean's getting.
Like I said, I just want to really I want to buy things. I enjoy the hunt. I love the hunt.
Right. Tyler, what's up, man? Thanks for coming by. I'm just going through a whole bunch of new pickups, including one of the craziest ones was the 30th anniversary Street Fighter, which was the red cartridge, not the green, but still looks really, really nice. Really nice box. Probably won't be opening that too many times, but it's gonna look great on a shelf, I think. It was about $100, so to get that. So Thatch says you can have it your player too. I'm just looking for Life Force. Right on, man. I will keep an eye out. The race is on. Yeah, it was nice. And then also Judge donated. Help me, Chris James Pond.
Right here on top. Yeah, would come back up.
So this was in the PO box today, courtesy of Judge, who's floating around the chat right now. And I have no idea what to expect from a game called James Pond, but it looks adorable and hilarious. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. Certainly on a Way Back Wednesday stream. Speaking of which, Judge, is it okay with you if I talk a little bit about what you recently purchased in stream and what you were planning to do? Because if not, I don't want to spoil it here. But if you want to talk about it, go for it. But I would be happy to speak to it, sir. I think it's great. I think a game room should have games for everyone, so I buy lots of odd shelfware. That's kind of cool. That makes sense, right? Because if you're going to have a game room, I think it should be an inviting space for people. Like that's one of the reasons I keep the main machine over here.
Where do you see that?
Here. Oak City said it.
Yeah, I definitely have Family Feud in my Super Nintendo collection.
Yeah, and I have Jeopardy now, thanks to you finding it that one day. GameStop says, I have a huge collection of games growing up, got rid of all of it to get a PS2 back in the day, regretted it as an adult, but I don't see myself ever starting my collection. Restarting my collection, LOL. See, that's where I was, right? When I was a kid, my parents had like a yard sale, and I sold like my entire NES or SNES collection. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get a bike or something stupid. And in retrospect, I'm like, oh,
outside.
What are you doing?
Ugh.
30-year-old Josh is going to hate you. And I do. I hate past me. Sometimes. You can have a year player too. I'm just looking for Life Force. Nice. I hear it blows up your SNES. You know what?
I told you that. Yeah.
Well, that's true, but I won't be putting it in an SNES. If anything, I'll put it in Sean's SNES and see if that's true. But
not my original former kid.
Right.
Just a spare.
But it should. I think hopefully it'll work okay on the Super NT. If it blows up the Super NT, that's going to be super sad because that was an expensive system, and it would be unfortunate if that blew up. But I don't know if it actually blows up people's systems or if it works because I've seen some videos on YouTube of people playing it. But maybe if you left it on for too long,
apparently it overheats your system. That is like something that came out. It was like, don't put this in a Super Nintendo.
I wonder if that holds true for the other one. I should look that up. And I guess I could test it, right? I could put this in the Super NET, and then we could play it for like 2-3 hours and see if it destroys the net. And if it does, then we have video proof of it.
And then we're just out of a Super NET and a rare card.
Well, I mean, we can reacquire those things, but at that point, if we make a video, then everybody just knows. Like we have video evidence that this will destroy a card or it will destroy a system.
Yeah,
even a Super NET. So
you can put in that if you want.
Yeah, I will put that in later. Let's play for like an hour and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be fair. We'll do it on the stream, so if it gets destroyed, you guys can see it live. Now I do have to go. Have a good one, man. SNES, you take care as well, sir. Oh, good one, fam. Sorry, I got that wrong.
What'd you say?
He says, have a good one, fam. I thought he said man. I mean, they're both very nice. So.
That box is in nice condition. Always slightly cautious with eBay. Not if you're buying from me.
Yeah, I mean, buying from Warp Zone, I wasn't really worried about. Like, that dude super curates his stuff, and it's always in good shape. No, I mean, same with Muzzle Store, really. Did the same. PS2 is going around like cheap stuff. We found a $40 game in a lot for $40.
What game?
Yeah, which one did you get, man? We would have never gotten new systems if we hadn't sold our old stuff. Right. Yeah, because I mean, that's the other thing. When you're a kid, it's so easy to sell old games you don't play anymore because you're like, oh, I need to get new games and I can't contribute to society in a meaningful way because I can't get a job. So then you have to, basically just sell stuff or make bad deals or bad trades to get new games. Or steal it. We could steal it, I guess, but I only steal hearts, so and only yours. Is that weird?
I'm looking straight.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm just looking right on the camera.
Peace nostalgia. If you do that, wear a beret and a big ass mustache.
Wait, what are we doing?
Wait, I don't know.
If we blow it up.
So yeah. Fair enough.
There are train tracks over there.
Xenosaga 3 is what Oak City got. Uncle Strange, what's up, dude? Thanks for coming by.
I've been dancing with the idea of getting into that trilogy, but
oh no, he meant Mythbusters. But I mean, it's still I do like the idea of twisting.
I like
stuff. I do. That's like the tying a lady to a train track sort of.
To Super NT to a train track.
Yeah, exactly. Had 1 and 2 also. I had never played Xenosaga, so I can't speak to it.
I've danced with. I kind of want to get into it. I had Xenosaga 1, never got 2, never got 3.
Right.
But now I know 3 is worth money, and it's like I don't want to invest this much money on a trilogy I might not even like.
I got you.
On a game I might not even get to.
And again, like I think that's another strong argument for ROMs. Like if you want to find out if you like the original Secret of Mana cart, like that's $120.
I had to play and beat Xenosaga 1 and 2
right
to get to 3.
Well, no, complete in box it was $120 for Secret of Mana.
That game's okay.
Hey, so Nostalgia's a fan. I have not played and contrasted the 2 versions yet to know if I'm a fan, but I'm excited to find out. Mythbusters, I got a PS2 with 4 controllers and 2 memory cards for $30 yesterday. That's an awesome deal, sir.
Oh, hey, go get that multi-tap.
Yeah, you're like, I sold it on eBay then for $60. Just finished up my show and saw you guys were live. Here I am. Well, I'm glad, man.
I still got those games. They're sitting on my... I know you've been working with him. Yeah. If you want to keep him.
Did you not bring him today?
I did not.
I was going to take a picture and send it to him, and now I can't.
I was looking at them and I was like, I don't want these to get damaged in the car.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess.
Because I just do all this in my trunk.
Okay. Right. Yeah, Strange, you're still working your way through BioShock, right? I think I saw yours before I went live, and you were playing Infinite now? Is that correct? And also, did you get those technical issues sorted out? Because I know you were having problems the other day with YouTube, and is that something that's still plaguing you, or is that something you were able to get past? He was streaming BioShock the other day,
Okay.
and his stream just kept dropping. Like, he would play, and then it would be like, this video is no longer available. And then he'd come back on, and it would stay for a little bit, and then would drop out again. So I don't know if it was
streaming it off the Xbone?
Yes, I believe he was on Xbox One, because this was the HD collection, as I recall. Oaksney says they had a bunch of other crazy stuff. Alien Hominid on PS2 and GameCube. Oh, or just a GameCube. I'm sorry.
GameCube, yeah.
But didn't Alien Hominid get a physical release on GameCube also?
Yes.
I thought it did.
I want to say there's even an Alien Hominid HD.
That was on Xbox Live Arcade, though, wasn't it?
Maybe.
I think it was. I don't know if that one got
a
a physical release. I mean, that would be fine. When I played it, I enjoyed it, but... True Judge, True Day, dude, nice shirt, your player too. Yeah, this is just a Jinx shirt, man. Like, it's weird. Like, occasionally, like if I'm out at like Walmart or something and I see like they've got cheap, like that Sonic shirt that I have is like $5. So if I see something like that, I'll grab it just because it's another gaming shirt that I can wear on video and it's not very expensive. But when I want like quality shirts, not a sponsor at all. But Jinx, like, dude, their stuff is just so soft. Like, I'm a big fan of like tri-blend shirts. Like, I don't typically like just cotton shirts. Like, I mean, they're more expensive, but they seem to hold up better in the long run. I think they're more comfortable. Don't do that. Don't make fun of my taste, Sean. You're the worst. There's a vid for it, but it's currently withheld. For Alien Hominid.
Or the pickups.
Okay, I gotcha. Uncle Strange says, I have no idea what went on. I am on PS4 streaming with my LGP Lite. I went back through the mod and there were no interruptions.
It's like an upload issue.
Could be.
If you know what internet speeds, what down and up you have, it sounds like an upload issue.
Yeah, like what kind of internet do you have, Strange?
And make sure nobody else was
like watching Netflix or
even if
else,
Steam is downloading a game, it'll kill your bandwidth.
Right. Hey, where can I find your P.O. Box Player 2? It's weird. I used to have it in my Twitter bio, and then I thought that was like sort of arrogant and weird. And whenever you looked at my profile, all it said was like, "Hey, send me stuff." I was like, that looks sort of bizarre, so I took it out. And I'll put in a pinned tweet. But my P.O. Box is actually, if you go to I think it's the About section on the YouTube channel, it's listed there.
The box.
Oh yeah, I guess I can choose the. I can just read it off here. It's P.O. Box 3242, Dublin, Ohio 43016. I can just type it in here.
Yeah, P.O. Box
3242 Dublin. You would think that I would know it, but alas, I have not. I've only had it for like a month.
Well, you don't send yourself mail.
No, although that'd be really weird. Like, oh, look at all this sweet fan mail I got, but I just secretly send it to myself. It's like, oh, I can't believe somebody sent me a 30th anniversary Street Fighter. How nice.
120 down and 10 up. Best I can get.
Oh, 10 up should be fine.
Should be fine.
Yeah, at least for 720p 30 frames. Like, I think what is it that they recommend? Like, is it 15 for if you want to do 1080 60 frames or something like that?
15.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean that should still be fine for what you were streaming.
You're streaming to YouTube or Twitch? Was YouTube or Strips?
When he was having the issue, he was streaming to YouTube. So
try it again. Maybe it was just YouTube being weird.
Hi again, Uncle. Yeah. Ty Lord, I assume you were checking out Uncle Strange streaming. That's awesome. Yeah, there's something else I was going to say. I'm trying to remember now. It was specifically about streaming, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was some issue that I had recently, but I don't know. So what are you guys all doing today? Aside from, hanging out here and, checking out new pickups? Like, I mean, I assume that some of you are working on your own channels or you've been streaming like Uncle Strange has been. But anybody just doing something like for pure fun today? Essentially, well, my goal is I'm going to play some Monster Hunter with you in a little bit.
Yep.
Which we may stream, we may not. It depends because we're trying to coordinate with Judge. And I think Kawhi Lola may be playing with us if the time frame
matches. Be playing later. Because
for Monster Hunter?
Yeah, because she's at Australia.
Oh, maybe we have to reverse that then. We could do the Super Nip first.
We have to wait until she actually shows up and says, hey.
Right. Either way, like we'll definitely stream either the Super Knit and a bunch of games on that today, or Monster Hunter. We'll see. But we're gonna work on some stuff for the channel here in a little bit when we get off here. Hanging out, playing Fortnite, which again is something I still have to check out. I actually have a copy of Fortnite because I bought the digital version of it before
the original
they launched. Game of Thrones says, my stream last week was 2 hours and YouTube archived only the last 60. Yes, I did see that. They only put 16 seconds of your 2 hour stream, and we were talking about that earlier, but I'd never seen that happen before. Now, what was weird is Sean actually texted me the other night because Muzz and I were actually doing a test stream basically to make sure we had all the technical pieces of it right before we started way back Wednesday. And for some reason, a stream that I put private went out publicly. Which it was only like a couple minutes long, I think, and it was basically just me doing stuff like, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, making sure there was no desync. But I think that was one of the weirdest issues I've encountered with YouTube streaming is like how a stream that should have just been private for testing went public. So I don't know how that happened. The only thing I could imagine, well, no, I guess that wouldn't work either. Testing and failing at streaming Retron. What's happening when you're trying to stream the Retron, Judge? That shouldn't be giving you issues, or at least mine seems to work okay with the Elgato. Uncle Strange says, I was streaming to both. Could have been a restream issue, but Twitch was running perfect. Yeah, that's the thing. I still, so I actually started, I did create like a Your Player 2 Twitch the other day.
Okay.
But I didn't, there's no content on it or anything like that. I'm not actively streaming there.
Just holding the name, yeah.
Yeah, basically just, making sure that I had us established there in case we do decide to start doing that. But then I went and checked out like Goblin and like MC Mirror was on there, and I'm sure I think some of you also. I probably looked up your. I basically just from memory started typing in some of the names of the people that I regularly talk with here on YouTube. So I could drop in your Twitch stream because I don't go there very much. But if you guys are doing something cool and I can catch it, I would like to see it. But as far as the restream thing, like I know some people had great success with it. I personally, I can't decide whether or not it makes sense for me to put. I don't know if it's in alignment with my brand and my goals for this channel to go to both places. At some point I might, but right now, again, 2018 for me is about foundations. The only thing that I'm trying to do is make sure that I understand, what my growth path is as I move forward. How I can continue to serve you guys to the best of my ability and make sure that anything that we put out really is going to be something that you'll enjoy or get some value out of. So as I figure that out, if you see me jump to Twitch, it probably won't be until 2019. But for the most part, I'm not really good at streaming.
I might jump on there.
I'm not really good at streaming video games anyways. I'm good at talking on a stream. I enjoy that. But, as far as splitting my attention, like I was terrified doing the Gunstar Hero stream. That was a nightmare for me. Judge says, I'm working in an hour, can't make it.
Hit us up when you're done. We might have to make Mouse Hunter tonight.
Are you going to be playing late night, Judge? Just curious.
Spending my day going through God of War Change of Olympus.
Oh, right on. We were just talking about that earlier. I would like to. I wish I should have kept an eye out today for the God of War HD collection, but I didn't see it anywhere. I don't think. Because I probably would have been interested in that. Because I am excited to play 4, although there are gaps in the story, so I may go hit up your channel just so I can catch up a bit.
Or is it just God of War?
No, this is the new one.
Is it a reboot or is it actual?
No, this is a true sequel, as I understand it.
I don't remember seeing 4 on the box.
Does anybody here want to correct which one of us is speaking incorrectly here?
They just called it God of War.
I don't think so. Spending my day going through God of what up, Abaddon? What's up, dude? How are you, dude?
Oak City Gamer.
Oak City, hey Abaddon, hey Judge.
I want to hear the Retron. Okay, you can read it.
Oh yeah, I want to hear the Retron and stream its sound on OBS, but unable to do so. Unable to do both, so I play to silence so that the viewer can hear it. Unfortunately, this makes some games harder.
The Retron doesn't have an output?
The Retron does not have a headphone output that I'm aware of.
Are you using an Elgato something?
Once again,
I cannot recommend the internal HD 60 more.
Yeah.
Because I can play right off of that and there's no delay.
Right. YouTube has a 15-minute delay before any changes are applied. If you start the stream too soon, it loads old settings, including public. That's good to know. I'm gonna take a picture of that actually. I guess I just rewatch the stream chat, but that's helpful.
You gotta find it.
Then I have to go find it. You're right, and remember that it happened at precisely 38 minutes and 20 seconds.
It's a full sequel.
Games on TV says it's a full sequel. Crows, how are you? Thank you for coming out.
Numbered.
I don't know if it's numbered. I thought it was God of War 4.
They just pulled a Rambo and named it out a number.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I keep seeing God of War 4.
Why would they call it God of War not?
4 would have been fine. It doesn't bother me.
Well, if they're rebooting it, why not the Gods of War or the God of War?
I don't know. Chris Levi, dude, thanks so much for coming by, man. Hey everyone, what's up? Good catch the stream. I did a video on my favorite game and system this morning. Can't wait to edit it up. I will be looking forward to checking that out, sir. You are without question one of the most genuine, energetic YouTubers that I know, Chris. Kratos leaves the Greek lands and goes to Norse lands. Yes. See, that just sounds awesome. Like I feel like I don't even have to have played all the games before it to appreciate that. I mean, I probably would appreciate it more.
Spoiler alert.
Still.
He won. He won 2 and 3.
You definitely had to learn that, but just probably like he won.
He won.
That's what happened. Hate to break it to you.
It's a new trilogy. Okay.
Oh, cool!
But
I didn't know
what
this
are they
was
going
a
to call
trilogy.
this next one then?
Because
Because I hate the new. I hate Tomb Raider and then Rise of the Tomb Raider.
right,
And the next one I think is Shadow
of the Tomb Raider.
Oh my god! Why can't we just have 4, 5, and 6?
Right. It's a new trilogy, hence no 4. No, Sean's not a troll at all, says Judge. Yeah, exactly, right? It's the worst. God of War 2 with quotes, LOL.
Well, this would be God of War 4.
Right. Full frontal Tomb Raider. Yeah.
I mean, I'd watch that movie.
Let's see. As far as the Retron, so the way my Retron is set up to get audio out of is basically it just goes to the TV, and then my TV actually has a headphone output, and it'll actually put that audio out at the same time. It's also exporting audio through HDMI.
Yeah, he's using the Retron 3.
No, he's got the Retron 5.
And
that's what he picked up.
So, what are you using to stream with then? I mean, capture.
Oh no, he says that's why. Maybe that's why because he's not using a headphone output on there. Yeah, so that's how I'm doing, and that lets me hear the game. Hey, Judge, Oak City Crows, and everyone, I saw footage, God of War gameplay. It looks so freaking beautiful, dude. Yeah, and that's one of the things that excites me about that game is I feel like when I think God of War, I think that is like the definition of AAA. Like, they always look phenomenal. I think they play really well. You're not a fan,
I'm not a fan.
But I mean, so even if you're not a fan, could you admit that it is a good game from a technical standpoint?
They look okay on console.
It looks okay. Okay, it looks okay.
I was looking at some of the snow stuff for the new God of War.
Right.
It looks impressive, but it's like always in the back of my mind, it's wow, this is being held back.
What? Because it's not on PC, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, they need a flagship title for their console.
Even you put it on PS4 Pro, and you still be able to play on the PS4.
I am jealous
so even
of
that,
Pro, though.
But even that, it's being held back in its own like environment.
Right? Yeah, I could see that. I mean,
everything that plays on the Xbox One. Xbox X,
Xbox One, Xbox
One, Xbox X,
the X squared,
X squared, X cubed,
squared,
X squared. Everything on the X squared also needs to be played on the Xbone. So it's like you're kneecapping yourself.
Right. Hey, Discard, what's up, dude? God of War will be my life. I was actually talking about you earlier, but secretly, it's going to be pure fun. Yeah, that's the way I feel about it. Those games are stupidly fun. Although, again, I never got to finish 2 and 3, so I'm a little bit behind the curve there. But
started 51 minutes ago. We've been doing this 51 minutes.
We've been doing 51 minutes. Yes, we have.
Jeez, time.
Wait, Tark started what 51 minutes ago? What happened?
I don't know.
What game are we talking about? Right now, we're talking about God of War. Not 4.
Which Elgato Judge? But your monitor might have an audio out.
Does your monitor not have a headphone out? Because if so, you would probably need that. Now, you can get around that if you don't have it, if you're doing this with the Switch, because the Switch, you can actually plug into the headphone port while it's in dock mode and still get audio out, and it'll still go out through HDMI.
Is it on the bottom?
For the Switch? No, it's on the top.
Oh, on the charge on the bottom.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Hey, Oak City and Chris and everyone. This car makes a smiley face. That's a great smiley face, actually. I've never seen that one. Tech question, because I'm an old man. In your opinion, is 4K worth it? No, it's not.
Buzzwords.
And here's the thing. Does it look pretty? That being said, do I have a 4K TV in this house? Yes, I absolutely do. Sadly, I don't have one with HDR. Now, I think HDR is worth it if you're a film buff or you're somebody who wants the ultimate, most crispy, color palette and visual fidelity you can get. Honestly, I wish Ben was here.
I think a better. What is he using it for?
Yeah, like, right. Are you talking about 4K for movies or just for video games? Because either way, I do not hold it as a strict requirement. In fact, I loathe to actually start filming and editing in 4K because I know it's going to chew up a lot more space and eat up a lot more system resources. YouTube's going to compress it anyways. Yeah. So, I like 4K, and when I see it in a perfect environment, it looks beautiful, and I won't deny that.
Right.
But it's not a prerequisite for me. I would not prioritize it.
I don't have a 4K TV in my house. I don't even have a PC game. I have a 4K monitor.
Right.
Because I can't run a game in 4K and keep 60 frames a second.
Right.
I'd rather have my frames.
Yeah. I'll take frames over perfect fidelity.
Not worth it yet.
Oh, God of War, the critical darling, looks great. Probably not getting it though. Why aren't you getting it, Tark? Is it just not for you? If the game is limited by its platform, I don't think people care much. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I can basically recognize that some games are not going to look nearly as good as they would on PC if they never make that leap, but it's not enough for me to be like, well, it could look so much better, so no, I'm not going to play it. I don't have that
I'm
mentality.
not a fan of God of War.
God of War.
God of War. I did buy Persona 5 on PS4. I didn't have a choice.
Well,
I
yeah.
still bought it.
Elgato 60S Pro, the judge says, my headset comes out the back of the PC.
Is the Pro the internal one? I'm gonna Google a picture of it. And apparently, I said sex multiple times.
You said sex multiple times?
Apparently, here.
How many times the audience just heard Sean say sex instead of X? Oh,
Josh,
gotcha.
the judge is making fun of my New York accent.
Well, that's what you get for being from New York. If Die Hard was here, he'd defend you. Wait, isn't Abaddon also in New York? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember. What is it? HD? What was he using?
The HD 60S Pro.
Yes.
Judge says, here's my answer. How many 3D TVs do you still see on sale? Actually, a lot of them still have the feature, I think, but it's not nearly the buzzword that it was back around 2011 when
Sony
the 3DS came out. I asked because of the way people talk about the difference between the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. The PS4 Pro definitely looks better. I mean, there is a visual difference there, and you can see it if you're going from PS4 to PS4 Pro. That being said, that difference is not so profound that I'm necessarily willing to run out and buy one myself. Now, if I were in a situation where we're going to upgrade and I could trade in my PlayStation 4 and put a sizable dent in the purchase price of a PS4 Pro, then I might consider it, actually. But, as it stands, my PS4 is doing fine. My Xbox One's doing fine. I don't need an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro. So it's a matter of personal preference. If you're somebody who's an absolute purist and you want the absolute best experience you can get, it might be worth it to you. But for me, personally speaking, I don't necessarily feel compelled to indulge that technology just because I do just fine with the tech I've got. Like, do you feel compelled to get an Xbox One X or PS4 Pro? Or I would think because of your PC inclinations, the answer would be no.
I want a PS4 Pro, but it's not worth. I mean, if I traded my PS4 today,
right,
and buy a PS4 Pro, I still have to pay like what
you still put easily $100 to $200.
It's not worth it for me. I use my PS4
now. On the flip side, though, if you were buying a PlayStation 4 new for the first time in 2018, I would get the Pro.
I would get the Pro. And if somebody came to me and said I was going to buy a PS4, which one should I get? I tell them Pro.
Yeah, I would tell them the Pro, unless they were like, I don't want to spend a lot of money. In which case, I'd be like, just go buy a pre-owned PS4 and you'll get it for like $180.
Situational,
a little more than that.
Situational.
Judge said, hold on.
Well, I'll be on here.
Yeah.
Is the PS4 Pro go in 4K? From what I understand, it doesn't even do 4K movies.
Not that I know of.
Or doesn't do 4K movies?
No, I don't think it does play 4K HDR movies. But the Xbox One X does do that.
Which is weird because it's Sony's technology.
I don't get that. And they usually push that format so hard.
Dropping the ball.
PS4 Pro is good for other reasons than 4K. Definitely good if you were getting a PS4 for the first time. Yes, I completely agree. Discard. Yep. There's just other things I'd rather look into coming up, like Yakuza 6. Yes, I do remember you mentioning that. And he says, yeah, you probably should have thought of that before being from New York. Yeah, you should have thought of that, Sean, before you decided to be from Queens.
Too cool.
Judge says it's external with faster upload. Oh, right. You mean just it has faster bandwidth, like because it's USB 3.0, I'm assuming?
I would imagine you just plug in a headphone cable into the TV or the monitor.
The TV or the monitor, but you know what? I'm going to go double check the
If you were using the...
You handle the chat for a second.
What's it called? If you're using that the console, whatever you got to install, you should be able to hear the sound for that because you can control the sound. I have the internal HD60 and I just put on my PC headphones and I can hear everything that I'm doing.
Right. So I've got a Retron here. And it actually still has Gunstar here, isn't it, from the other night?
I'm going to trade in my base PS4 for Pro when I get the chance. Mine's getting ready to bite the dust, and the chance of having more FPS is worth it. Yes, absolutely. So isn't it right there?
No, that's power.
That's power.
And we've got a USB, HDMI, SD card slot, and then...
Well, I'd be surprised because this hasn't...
Controller ports on the side.
Because I have an HDMI slot, that's already doing your sound.
Right.
I would be surprised if it has two...
It would have been a nice feature. And I'll tell you what, I very seriously considered like either tweeting at Sony or finding out the proper channel to communicate with them and give them feedback and just say, hey, next time you guys make a console, if this rumor mongering about the PS5 coming out in the next year or two is true, please do it the way Xbox does and let me pipe party chat audio through both the TV and through my headset at the same time. That is so helpful.
I would also say, can you just play the game? No, never mind.
Sure.
Never mind.
Chris Levi says, anyone excited for Shenmue 1 and 2 that Sega announced or the Mega Drive Mini? Yes, I am. And I found out about this also through Mad Little Pixel. I didn't get to watch his full video, but I saw him drop it, I think, last night, and it mentioned those things.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Sorry. I'll take that. So I'm excited for the Sega Mini just because, why not? Like, I'm exploring the Genesis this year, and really, the whole reason I bought the Retron, this guy right here, which if anyone's not familiar, plays 9 different types of cartridges, including Game Boy games, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance here on the front, and you can use your original controllers thanks to these ports on the side. The whole reason I bought this was for the HDMI output. That's the same reason I was excited about Rocker Gaming's HDMI modded GameCube that I bought from him. It's the same reason that I would be excited for most of these systems. Anytime you take the retro and make it more accessible to modern hardware and AV setups, I'm always going to be into that. That's why I'm curious about the FrameMeister. That's why I picked up that $17 RCA to HDMI converter, which we haven't tested yet for the PS2 to see how well it works. Anytime you can do that, I'm excited. So Genesis Mini, excited. You not so much?
I'll pick up Genesis Mini because that era is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also interested to see what game Sega puts on it.
I'll be curious to see what they put on it.
I have a feeling that they're going to drop the ball.
I mean, Nintendo did pretty well with theirs, though.
But Sega already has this type of product out. 2 of them, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Now, the other thing I think Mad Little Pixel mentioned in his video, which you guys should check out, that dude does tons of hardware stuff, and he's really, really good at it. But he had basically pointed out that if they don't manufacture it themselves, I think the example he used was, if they were like, hey, yes, it's a Sega, it's a Genesis Mini, but we're having Hyperkin make it, he'd probably still be pumped for it, and I'd probably still play that system, but it wouldn't be as cool as if, Sega actually
they need to do this in-house. They need to do this right. And no, I'm not excited for Shenmue.
I actually am kind of excited for Shenmue. That was one of the early Dreamcast games that I had. Another one that I'm on the lookout for, that and Shenmue 2.
Are you really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
You have it, don't you? And you probably asked me if I wanted it, and
I think I have them.
It's the worst.
So,
but also an amazing. It's just the gift that keeps on
giving. I just have so many games. I need to get rid of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Yakuza series, back to that for a second, Tarks, I never played the Yakuza series. I've always heard it's dynamite, though.
I'm probably picking up 6. I'm actually looking for a copy of... What was the remake of the first one? It was the remake of the first one. I can't think of the name. Kiwami.
Oh.
It's only $20. I can't find it in any GameStops.
We didn't go to GameStop today. We
can go back.
We can go back to GameStop. We can go get a burrito and go to GameStop.
And go back to the mall food.
Yeah, we could go back and get mall food. I suppose that is a thing we could do.
I love mall food.
I know you like mall food.
Who honestly, if you guys go to the mall and they have that Japanese restaurant,
it's not bad. We have a House of Japan across the street, though. It's not that fancy.
I am a bad person, and I want to treat myself like a bad person.
That's not true. Both of those things are patently absurd. I'm going to trade in my base PS4 for a Pro when I get a chance. Mine's getting ready to bite the dust, and the chance of having more stable FPS. Wait, did you already read that?
I read that.
Okay,
yes,
sorry.
Like GameStop had that problem. You don't need that problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
Please make sure you format it. Please.
Right.
Because somebody stole... Well, they brought it up last time. Somebody stole my identity.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Unfortunate. I tend to have an inclination towards Japanese-made games, and they hate developing for the PC, and when they do, they often suck at it. So PS4 is a dream.
Japan just got a computer yesterday.
Right. Diehard, what's up? He says, "What's up, Sean, Josh, and everyone?"
That's right.
It's funny. Said you would help defend Sean.
The main person first.
Because we were always earlier we were talking. We were saying that's your fault for being from New York because of his accent, and I said Diehard would defend you if you were here.
Xbox X.
Xbox X. Yeah.
Xbox. Yeah. Now I can't stop. Now I will not be able to undo it.
What's up, Sean, Josh, and everyone? Jeff, what's up, everyone? Retro Hack, what's up, dude? Thanks for coming out, dude. I gotta work on saying dude so much. It's just such a part of my vernacular. I can't get it out of there. Heck, Strange, Low Retro Heck, Diehard Gamer Rose, what's up, Oak City? I got lucky and got Shenmue 1 for $1 after the third was announced. Found it on a CD rack at a thrift store. Woman rang it as a CD to $1. Nice. Yeah, that's an awesome find, sir.
Nice.
Oh, that's one of the things I do like at watching Oak City's videos, though, because they tend to go to a lot of thrift stores. And I went here, bro, recently. I think went to Goodwill the other day.
I go to Goodwill kind of often just to see.
Right. I think the only thing they had though was Ash vs. the Evil Dead complete, but it was the PC version, and I was like, nah, someone else can have this.
Aren't you a fan?
I am a fan, but I don't need it for PC. I'm more of a console gamer.
I think a lot of ours have caught on.
A lot of what now?
Our Goodwills in our area.
Are they starting to raise the prices?
I think they put them in the case.
Ah, gotcha.
I think they've started to catch on.
I was real close to buying. Actually, they had a Canon camera there though. It was like $20, and on eBay it was going for like $140.
You just bought it. I would have bought it from you.
I just because I was like, someone else is going to want this, and I feel bad just taking it.
No. Thank you, Diehard Gamer Bros.
Wait, what did he say? Sean with a New York accent. Oh, he doesn't really have one.
Because he's a New Yorker, he probably doesn't hear it.
I don't know. I'm not a New Yorker.
My wife does say often when I get really, really mad, my accent comes out more.
Right.
With that being said, don't make me mad.
Why?
Because I try to be a good person.
You try to be a good person, but don't make you mad?
I'm like the Incredible Bulk. I don't want to get sued.
Right. Tark says, I love thrifting videos. I'll swing by Oak City sometime soon, I guess. Yeah, dude, they do thrifting videos a lot over there. And honestly, Oak City's just been awesome about, generally just dropping in stream and sort of helping out, basically to keep people talking. Like, when I play Gunstar Heroes, super anxious because I realized this is a 2-player, highly frenetic game, and it was impossible to split my attention. I hadn't really had that scenario play out yet whenever I've been streaming a game. Like, Minecraft is not so bad.
What's funny about that? We played Contra last time.
I
guess you died so fast, we didn't have that problem.
Yeah, I died a lot. So that's great. That's one way to. That's why I love Sean. He's so great.
Just truthful.
So, but yeah, like as I was saying, like Oak City was just awesome about sort of helping maintain the streams whenever I do them, which generally is only Wednesdays and Saturdays, but still it's really helpful.
I was trying to help.
You were very helpful.
I was also playing Rainbow, so I was busy.
I gotcha. Speaking of which, so there is a game that I saw today. And I'm thinking about going back for it now just because I did not realize this about this game. Generally, whenever I see handheld versions of certain games that I've come to review on console, I tend to assume that it's going to be inferior, right? And that game is the Metal Gear for Game Boy Color.
Oh, it's a great game.
Well, see, I never played it. And when I was talking to Brian there, who's just a really good dude at Warp Zone, he was like, this is like the original Metal Gear Solid just on Game Boy.
It's not the original Metal Gear Solid.
No, he didn't say it was. Okay. He said it played like the original one.
That Game Boy Color game is super. How about this? You go buy me that box version, and I'll give you my copy.
That's a curious thing. Are we working on more trades right now? Is that what's happening?
Sure.
Are we going to wheel a deal live?
Let's do that trade right there, like that.
I'm going to think that over because I don't rush into rash decisions usually.
You also buy me those 2 complete box Metal Gears.
You have the opportunity. It's still there. All you have to do is spend $1,000.
I keep bringing you and donating.
Wouldn't you guys love to see Sean?
I keep donating my games to you.
Come on the stream. And with $1,000 worth of Metal Gear games and display, I think that would be a great video. Huh?
I keep
donating. It's still $1,000 worth of Metal Gear.
I keep donating my games to you.
So, you donated a fair. Does that mean you're donating all those SNES cards you brought over then? Because then I'll go buy you that Metal Gear in a heartbeat.
No.
Would you want to show those? Do you guys want to see what games?
We're probably going to be playing tonight to test out the Super NT, right?
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like, I like the idea of that Metal Gear for Game Boy Color since I keep hearing it. It's good because, again, I mean, I can just drop it in the Retron and play it and stream it.
Can you play Game Boy Color games?
Oh, wait, maybe I can. Well, yes.
But you have the Super Game Boy.
Because I have the Super NIT and the Super Game Boy, which will play Game Boy Color, so I could drop it in that and stream it that way as well. So I wouldn't have to use the Retron. But if it really is that awesome of a Metal Gear, I think it would be really cool to play that on the big screen. I wouldn't want to play it on original Game Boy Color, probably. But, yeah.
It's nostalgia left, right?
Oh, nostalgia did leave, unfortunately. Okay. Diehard says, well, he might be suppressing the accent, but yeah, I'm sure when he gets mad, it would come out. I haven't really seen him mad that often. I hope I never have to, really. Game thrifting up here is non-existent, at least where I'm at. LOL, no one just throws away or donates their old games. I'm hoping that won't be the case for me whenever I go yard selling with like Sean and Muzz this summer, because I'm really excited to see what I can find around here. Tark says, our big thrift store chain, Value Village, has gotten obscene with their prices. They had a Power Glove once for $400. Okay, Power Glove's cool. I mean, it's so bad, but I'm sorry. I had to.
It's actually the Metal Gear for the MSX 1 and 2 complete in box.
Yeah, I'm sorry to answer your question, Tarks. I went a little bit backwards there.
And I am a big Metal Gear fan.
He wants them.
I want them. I wish I wasn't married.
Don't say that's horrible.
I don't care.
You don't wish you weren't married so you can get $1,000 worth of Metal Gear games.
Absolutely,
that's patently horrible.
I don't care.
You a big MGS fan? I found out something interesting by reading an interview recently. I don't think many people noticed in regards to MGS2. Was it the Ice Cube thing? Because I thought the Ice Cube thing was amazing, if that's what you're referring to. If not, I'll talk about it.
That game has so much technology in it.
Yeah.
That game is technology central.
Yeah, Tarks, I'm just going to let you take it because I want to hear what you found. And if you didn't read the same thing I did about the Ice Cubes, I'll talk about that after you're done.
That they melt or something?
Well, now you just took all the minute of my sales.
I'm sure
it's fine. We don't have to talk about it. Stark says, no, screw the Ice Cube bucket. What a waste of money to even develop that. What? No, that was so cool.
How it's a weird social commentary about today, and we only like things because the media says we like things.
It's possible.
That game is literally telling about us today.
That can't be right.
The Patriots-
Nobody controls me but me, Sean.
the media and the
sometimes.
Patriots or the secret government.
Well, yeah. And yeah, Tarks, we appreciate all of the viewers we have. There may not be many, but they keep us going. Well, I mean, you keep creating content, right? Like I think you guys were in double digits for those pickups videos right now, right, Oak City? Yep. Tarks says it has to do with the Lolly Lulelo. What is that, Tarks?
The Patriots.
Oh no, I know it. I'm asking him to explain
I'm
what he
trying to find
read
this
about
picture
it.
of what I'm talking about.
No, and actually, while Tarks is putting that in the chat, and while Sean's looking at some of this, do you want me to just run down the list and show them, or do you want to do it?
You go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So he brought Turtles in Time, which I'm super jealous he has this. And do you want to explain why this is the least interesting Turtles in Time you have?
Because it's not signed by Eastman.
Very fancy.
I do have one. So actually, I never looked into this. And if somebody can tell me right now, tell me. If not, I'll probably just continue living in ignorance. This says Turtles 4 on this.
Yes, it does.
I was going to show that. I was going to do that.
But
I could swear the one I have framed on my wall actually says
Turtles in Time.
yes.
Yeah.
Or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know.
I think there are 2 different label variants on this, but I don't know which one this is.
But which one is the older one?
Tarks,
That's my question.
Okay, wait. Let's see what Tarks is about Lolly Lulelo. Turns out that was an actual hint to Rain's mental state. In Japan, L and R are interchangeable. Is an onomatopoeia for crazy and tired. Interesting. I do like that.
I think I've heard that before.
I'd never heard that.
I can't find this.
But that's good information. What I was talking about, and I don't know if anybody here knows this, but in Metal Gear Solid 2, apparently they spent a ton of money because it wasn't he completely insistent that they have realistic ice cube physics for melting. So if you knocked over the ice bucket, the cubes would melt in a way that is, I guess, mimics the actual physics of a melting ice cube. He brought Battletoads Double Dragon, which is another one I'm actually on the lookout for. And that's the thing, I can guarantee you, I'm not even going to say that anymore for the games that Sean's about to throw out here, because I know everything that's in this is going to be something that I want.
Absolutely not true. But there's a stinker in
Contra 3, which I guess I can play this on the classic. And then, actually, no, you're right. Bomberman 2, I would not have been.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I've never been the biggest Bomberman fan. Like, it's one of those things I like playing with other people, but I don't make a special effort to get these games.
We're not friends.
Usually. I thought we were family.
No, I'm slamming my stuff down.
Don't slam your stuff down. Because there's a good chance in like 6 months you're like, I don't want this anymore. Trade me something. I need this action figure.
Nintendo, I'll keep it.
Gradius 3, which is another one that I'm after for sure.
Keep saying that.
Well, I want to get that. Well, there's that Gradius collection coming out, I think, from Castlemania or Castlemania Games. I believe had it on their site. It was a physical release, or it was a collection, I believe.
We already showed that.
Yeah, we already showed Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You brought Shaq Fu. That card's seen better days, though.
Not from my original collection.
And again, Shaq Fu, I like the animation in Shaq Fu, and I had a lot of fun playing when I was a kid. When I had less discerning taste, you might still say I have less discerning taste, but Shaq Fu was always fun. And I'm pumped for the new one because I get it for free, which Abaddon told me about.
This. And I'll support these if you want to play.
Oh,
glorious Nipponese games.
Okay.
Tarks might know them.
Tarks, you might know. Tarks, let's play a game. Tell me if you can tell me what these games are just from the list. Well, I can tell what this one is, but I can't read any of the text.
You can tell what all these are. None of these are weird.
I thought they were weird. No. Now, is that the
one
same?
Of these is the beat 'em up, I think.
I have the beat 'em up on MAME over there.
This is R. That's S.
Yeah.
I know there's 2 fighting games, but I don't remember their names.
So both of these. And I think I've played one.
Regular Street Fighter 2.
He says Sailor Moon R. I don't know many of the Sailor Moon games. Me neither. Sorry. All I know is I played the beat 'em up Sailor Moon on the arcade machine over there. But I'm absolutely down to put these in and check it out.
Got them both. Yep.
Nice. And then it's just Street Fighter 2.
Mainly just to see how well the NT does import games.
Yeah, because we did want to try the import games on the Super NT, which actually I'll just grab that.
I'll get it. I got it. You keep talking. And I'm looking. I wish I had some PAL games just to have. After I get a complete N-box American, I have to go for all the PAL exclusive games.
Oh, right on. That'd be fun.
I say Japanese exclusive games, but there's probably way too many.
Yeah, there probably are. Let's see. Screw the ice cubes. Yeah, Tarks. I think no, it's out here on the coffee table. I think. Yeah. It turns out it was actually a hint to Raiden's mental state. No, we already read that. Huh? Yeah, that's fine. Or no, you can bring it over just like that. It looks nice. He says, I have Shaq Fu on Genesis complete in box. What a waste of space. Oh, well, wait, was that one significantly different from the Super one? Because that's the one that I grew up with.
They're both fighting games.
They're
Well,
both
fighting games.
Die Hard says he knows that it's Sailor Moon. Tark, Sailor Moon R, don't know many of them. ASR. Shaq Fu was a pile, man. I know, but it's just, I can't help it. Again, less discerning taste when I was a kid, man. I can't help it. I want to challenge your console import Tales of Fantasia, one of the most complicated chips in the SNES library. Well, I don't have that, so
well, we'd have to get it. I mean,
now I'm curious.
I'm pretty
how
sure
much does this game go for?
Well, if I was gonna get that, if I was gonna play it, I think they remade it on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh well, I mean, and that's the thing too, man. Like if we wanted to test, just play a game,
well, they're showing
we'd use the
American
GameCube for that. Tales of Fantasia on Super was it's like $19.99. That's not terrible. Well, wait,
this has to be
No, it's from Toledo, Ohio.
Well, maybe it's just complicated. Maybe it's something like to do with how Star Fox has a Super FX chip.
I gotcha. He says it can't be more than 20 USD, and the GBA port is awful. LOL.
I'm not a Tales fan, so I wouldn't know, but
right on. Well, I'll look into getting that just to see what happens. We'll see how it does.
Final addition to my collection.
What, you want it? If I get it and I test it, you want to keep it?
The Star Wars reference?
Oh, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I'm more of a Trek.
I know
guy.
you don't like the prequels, but
are we gonna do this right now?
I'm not.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, this is the SuperNet that we're gonna be playing later, and I'll probably do a video about it. I think it's a really good looking system. It's incredibly dense. Just for a side by side.
Should I get the mini?
The mini? Oh yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, it's sitting over there.
It's over there, right?
Yeah. So this is the original Super, right? And then here is the Super NT, which is a lot smaller, but a lot denser.
You're probably doing a video on this, right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing a video on this for sure. This system just looks too good not to. And then here's the
two small ones.
Yeah.
I'll remove this chair.
So for a comparison, like that's sort of what it's like. I'm trying to make sure these are lined up right, but yeah. So this is the one that we'll be playing later, and it does, uses the original controllers if you'd like. It is compatible with like the Super Mario Paint mouse, and they actually give a way that you can use the Super Scope with it as well. You still need a CRT, and I think there's an adapter that you have to use. But that's the thing. This thing is compatible with all the original hardware. I have not even turned this system on yet. I'm very excited to do it. And one of the coolest things is there's a tiny LED on the front here, which you can't see. But apparently in the menu for this, you can actually change the color of it. So I'll probably make it purple to match the GameCube and everything. But the fact that they let you change that, I thought that was really neat. Oak City says that thing is so sleek. It really is. It really is.
Well, let's see if you could change our mind on it. Because
you're skeptical about the
I'm skeptical, and I'm this close to just going and get a Raspberry Pi.
Well, I mean, if you want to just borrow my Raspberry Pi, you could just try it.
No, because then I have to bring it back.
Well, you don't have to bring it back.
Then I can't put my weird games on it.
You can put your weird games on it. I don't care if you put weird games on it. Oak City, that thing is so sleek. Yeah, it is solid. At a whopping 48 megs, says Die Hard Gamer Bros. Greatest collection at Caps Mini Games. Are you talking about R-Type? Yes, I'm sorry. I was talking about R-Type. Yes.
Yeah, okay. How do you get this out?
You just pull it out. No, I think there was an eject. Is there an eject button?
No.
I thought there was an eject button on this.
But
reset power.
No. Oh, it felt just snug, and I was like, I'm not going to break this.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the pens look like.
Does it have tabs?
Curious. No, it does not have tabs. So if you have a...
Well, mine have. They've been drilled off.
Yeah, you drilled. Yeah.
I didn't do it.
That makes sense. Are you trying to find one with like Twin B Rainbow Bell? What's that?
Twin B.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know because I only have two Super Family cards.
Over there.
Oh, I gotcha. It's weird that you know where everything is and I don't.
I come here.
But yeah, you can.
You're not looking.
It's a little wobbly if you put that one in, obviously, but it does still connect, and you don't have the tabs get in the way or anything like that. So.
Superior.
Oh my god, wobble. It's not superior just because it has no wobble. Okay. Wobble. Ridiculous.
And this is how satisfying this is.
Which actually, I do want to play this on that later. I'll probably check that out for the first time. It's not even that good. This has a nice commanding click to it. Oh wait, we'll just to the mic.
Perfection.
Dead silence. Here we go. Here's what it sounds like powering on the NT.
What? You turn it on yet?
Uh-huh.
Look, commanding.
Perfection. You have way too much love for this. But the other thing that I like about this system, and Muzz actually pointed this out when he checked the system out the other day. We didn't actually get to play it, but he was just, kind of looking at it for the first time. Is this entire bottom is one complete like rubber pad. Like there's not like 4 rubber feet here. Like the thing is meant to just sit there and not move around, which I thought was nice.
Yeah, you can go to this.
Yeah, I mean, as opposed to this, like the rubber on the bottom, I mean, it's no contest, man. Like this thing is very, very nice. This, not so much. I mean, it's still nice to have it, but this thing is solid. Now watch, I'm going to talk all those nice things about. We're going to try to turn it on. It's going to break, or it's going to melt the cartridge.
It's going to melt the Street Fighter 2.
It's going to melt the Street Fighter. In the GBA port of Tales of Fantasia, the translator accidentally hit correct all in a spell check before the game got printed, and he swapped every use of the word Ragnarok kangaroo. Oh my god, that is excellent.
Might have to buy that now.
Right.
I'm going to go back to the video and get that image of me doing this.
That is so brilliant. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that we had today. What else is everybody getting into tonight? I mean, I think I already asked that question earlier, but if you guys want to hang out and talk for a little bit, we're happy to do it. We're not in any particular rush. We'll stream at some point. Monster Hunter's installed, so I won't have problems playing it later.
We have some time before Monster Hunter.
Yeah. And before the SuperNet.
I should say, if you want to play Monster Hunter with us, text Josh your PlayStation ID.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's already done.
Yeah, if you just message it to me on Twitter, if anybody wants to play Monster Hunter.
Well, I'm sure they don't want their PlayStation ID all over a video. We would type it in, and it's going to be very clear on screen.
Well, no, but if they direct message it to me on Twitter, then it's fine.
Right, so we can have it preloaded.
Right. Oh wow! I'm editing reviews for more games people don't know about. Yeah, but that's the thing. I like that, but again, I still feel bad, dude. I have not watched your Parasite Eve video yet. I did watch your one on Ni no Kuni 2, though.
Ni no Kuni 1 also,
and I thought that was really great. Again, thank you for the insight into that, Tux. Because
thank you for telling me not to buy that game because I was so close. Because people keep telling me it's good.
Right.
Ryan was like, "It's so good," and I'm like,
Well, like Media Glitch, and I didn't see it myself. I heard some other people talking when I was in one of their streams the other day. They had mentioned that I think they beat it in like 15 hours.
Right.
And for a lot, and that seems really short by JRPG standards. I have not been a lot of them, so I can't speak to it intelligently.
JRPG standards.
Right. So 15 hours does seem almost comically short by that standard. But that's the thing, while some people, probably purists, would be like, oh, that's not for me. If my game's not 40, 50, 60 hours, that's all right. For me, 15 hours is fine.
It's a good game.
I don't mind. But I definitely, will give more consideration to Tarks' criticisms.
Post content. Like, Final Fantasy 15 is short.
Right.
Like, super short. A lot of post game stuff to do.
Yeah. Actually, it's weird. Speaking of JRPGs, I did see someone was actually, they just traded it in while we were at Warp Zone. Somebody traded in World of Final Fantasy, which I think we
don't get that, man.
It just looks so cute. And I'm drawn to that kind of stuff, man. I like stuff that's adorable. I can't help it.
That's why you like me.
What?
Nothing.
You say that's why I like?
No, I'm not saying anything.
It is why I like Sean. I was going to buy a Super Analog NT, but they sold out of the Super Famicom. They only have the black one left. And that's really when I bought it. Was Hidden Game Room had pointed out. He was like, hey, if you're going to get one, get on it now because they're going to run out. And I was like, oh, no. I was like, they're going to be gone forever because I thought it was going to be like the previous system they did, that $500 block of aluminum for NES games. And I really didn't want to miss out on it. But truthfully, after looking at all the colors and thinking about it, I actually like the black one best. And now that's here, it looks just super, super sleek. And it's just, I guess because I already grew up with the colors on the original Super Nintendo, I guess I was less interested in having one that looked like that. And I've got the Super NES Classic. So.
We should have looked today and see if anybody had a ROM card.
Well, like the SD to SNES.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like those, but they're like $200, I think. They're not cheap.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm not opposed to trying that out sometime.
Like that's something I'm very interested if that works.
Right.
But for $200 for that, it's not worth it. I'm actually gonna look them up and see what it exists.
Yeah, if you can find one and you want to test that's cheaper, I would be interested in exploring that. Tark says a lot of people love Ni no Kuni 2, but I just want to inform people so they don't go in with false expectations.
I was going in. I knew it was an action RPG.
Right.
I'm not really too into those.
Right.
But I just want something to play, and after seeing that I kind of felt bad. It's like after seeing that review, it's like I'm not getting this game. You
Really?
actively made me not want to buy a game.
But see, he actively enticed me more to it, so it's sort of a neutral for them, I guess.
I guess the
Lose a sale, gain a sale.
You're right.
Which I'll look and see if they have any. If they have it pre-owned at GameStop, I'll probably.
Also, they make no money from it.
They make no money from it when I buy it pre-owned.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it.
Tark says the EverDrive. Is that on?
Yes, the Ever. Thank you. I knew there was a name.
Okay. For it. Tark says Kirk's. Oh wait, Abaddon says sorry, cooking dinner now. He says, but are we still down to play tonight, fellas? Yes. Yeah, I'll definitely be down to play. It may be closer to 8-ish, maybe 9-ish, because we're going to play the Super NT a little bit.
We can play anytime. We're trying to work it out with.
Well, yeah, because we were going to try to play with Judge and also Kawaii Lola as well, because she wanted to play. But she's like 40. She lives in the future, right? She's like 14 hours ahead of us over there in Australia or whatever. So
these people are selling it a flash cart for 188.
Yeah, it's steep, man.
You would think the RetroPie would tank this market.
I know. I don't know what the appeal is that is so revered. Maybe somebody can speak to that. Why the SD to SNES is sought after to the point that's $180. What up, Tarks? What up, Die Hard? Kirk's EverDrive is the only way to go. They are pricey, but save you so much cash. I bought one for my NES.
Who said that?
Tarks.
Now, why do you recommend that over just me going down to the store and getting a Raspberry Pi?
Here we go. The appeal of the EverDrive is simply one less mental barrier to feeling like you're playing an emulator.
I mean, I guess if you see the original stuff there. So you see the original cart, it's the original NES. But the cart, well, you can't see the cart in the NES.
Yeah. I mean,
depending on which NES he's using.
I'm assuming if you do that, like, I guess I don't really understand the technology behind it. Like, I mean, I assume it's just an emulated experience, right? That's getting piped through, to the SNES so it can do the audio visual out. But,
right.
I don't know. Like, is input lag a concern whenever you do this? Like, I'm curious now.
It's a world I don't understand.
He says it feels ever so slightly more authentic, but in an almost completely irrational way.
The same way you are with this stuff.
What do you mean completely? This is not irrational. These are all well-justified purchases that we need.
Super authentic, right?
That's better than authentic, okay? Like, if people have already analyzed this, like, that's a good system. It makes some of the original SNES games look better even.
It resets with the whimper.
That's because it never has to reset because it's so robust.
Oh.
Ever.
Okay.
Ever. Also, we should play Super Turrican too.
You have it over there, right?
Yeah. Well, it comes with. I love that it came with a box, even though you don't get a physical card for it. Actually, I should probably bring that over. So when you buy the Super NT, which I haven't done the unboxing and everything yet, first off, built into the system is Turrican Super Turrican and Super Turrican 2, I believe. But the director's cut originally couldn't fit on it. But one of the things I really thought was nice is they included a physical box for Super Turrican.
Light, man.
I know.
I'll try it.
It's too bright. But the fact that they were willing to do this, even though it's obviously not an official SNES box, but they included it, I thought was actually quite nice and very cool that they were willing to do that. Tark says, I've never had input lag. It loads ROMs onto a cart and plays it through the OG system, so it's not strictly emulation. Oh, okay, so it's sort of a hybrid, I guess, when you think about it. Interesting. Maybe someday I'll pick one of those up to try it, but right now I've got better things to spend $100 on, like a non-turbo Street Fighter 2.
Like a Metal Gear for.
Oh, I do kind of want to go back for Game Boy Color, yeah. But it complete in box though, right? Like that's nice shelf candy, I think.
I'll sell you all my Metal Gear stuff.
You'll sell me what now?
All my Metal Gear stuff.
Why would you sell me all your Metal Gear stuff?
So I can be free.
So you can be free? Yeah. You'll never be free.
I'll be free.
If we go back to Warp Zone, I'll make you a deal. If you buy one of the MSXs, then I'll buy that Game Boy Color.
If I spend $500, you'll give me $85.
Hey, I spent a fair amount of money today. Not a ton, but a little bit.
You spent like $20 today.
How many?
Like $20.
I spent like $20 today. Well, this was 100.
You spent like $120 today.
Yeah. So, and that's just it's a little bit more, but you'll feel more complete as a human being by extension.
Sell Metal Gear stuff, I buy Snatcher. No, I'm not even going down that path.
Wait, why?
Because it's just one game.
Is it a good game?
Debatable.
Is it?
It depends if
Explain Snatcher to me because I'm not familiar.
No.
Why?
Because I might be confusing it with Police Knots.
Oh, well, Tarks, please explain Snatcher to me. I thought of getting an EverDrive, but the price keeps me away. Yeah. I can't blame you there, man.
And isn't it only like a Saturn game or a Sega CD game?
I don't know.
I'm blanking on it right now.
Yeah. Chris Levi says, going to go play some music on the guitar. We'll stream late tonight at my usual time. I'll definitely return to check out the stream in a bit. I can't wait to share some videos I'm working on. Sir, I can't wait to see the videos you're working on. And good luck with your stream, man. Have a wonderful day. And if you drop in later, great. If not, because you're busy doing your own hustle on YouTube, by all means, sir, have an amazing time. And if I don't catch it live, I will drop by later after it's published. Diehard says, you're selling your Metal Gear games?
I mean, right now I'm selling everything, and I was only keeping my Metal Gear and my Castlevania and my Zeldas.
Yeah.
But the closer I get to selling it, the closer I'm like, I can just free up this shelf.
You'll never be free, Sean.
I can be free.
You can never be free. Tark says Snatcher is basically just an FMV style game from Hideo Kojima. It's as good as the genre. It's as good as the genre could be at the time, and very intriguing, but not worth the aftermarket price. How much does it go for?
It's high. I'll give you real time analytics right now.
I'd be curious.
It's pretty high.
Everyone says cooking stuffed bell peppers. That sounds amazing. What are they stuffed with? Like cheese? Because that sounds delightful. Actually, that might be a lot of cheese. Bell peppers are big.
I don't like them. Caroline made them once.
Yeah.
And I hated them. And she's like, I hate you, because she actually really liked them.
Oh, it's terrible.
And I was like, these are disgusting.
Well, but did she know you didn't like bell peppers?
No, this is the first time. No, I like bell peppers.
Oh.
But this is the first time she ever made stuffed bell peppers. And I thought they were disgusting.
Oh. Well, still. It's unfortunate. You should have just lied. You should have just been like, your cooking's amazing. $600? Oh my God, for Snatcher? No joke, man. Evidence wait.
Pasta chicken.
He says rather dystopian world, pretty cool stuff. So I'm assuming there's probably an emulated way to play this game.
Sega CD, so you can get it.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. Evidence says pasta, chicken, pepper jack cheese. Dude, that sounds absolutely delightful. I don't cook very well, if indeed at all, if it's not like crock pot or
I can't cook for
like Domino's.
I can cook you like.
But I would be willing to learn to try that out. So that sounds delightfully tasty.
You want cereal? I can cook cereal.
I know you can cook cereal.
Pop-Tarts?
I can do Pop-Tarts. I like the s'more Pop-Tarts myself.
Ugh, chocolate. Ugh.
Sorry. Ugh. I'm sorry that I like s'mores.
I don't like chocolate.
But I'm, Johnny America over here.
Yeah.
All right, I got a relevant question. Should we still market jalapeno flavored things as spicy? I feel most people who like spicy stuff don't consider it spicy anymore. That's interesting. I think it depends, because if I get fresh jalapenos, like just fresh ones, like if I go to like Five Guys, for example, those are pretty spicy jalapenos. But you're right. Most of the jalapeno flavored stuff you get, like kettle chips and stuff like that, is not very spicy at all. So should it be still marketed as spicy? What do you think?
No.
I mean, there are hotter peppers out there, right?
But who's asking? Tarks?
Yeah.
Tarks, what state do you live in? I feel like it's going to be state specific. People in the Midwest don't handle spicy well. So they see jalapeno, they're still think it's spicy no matter what. No, excuse me. So I think it's going to be state specific.
I think that's fair to say. It probably is a regional
I've
thing.
had
right?
way spicier things in New York than I have here, but...
Oh, I don't doubt it. Diehard says, Yo, Abaddon, where you live, I'll bring my own bib and fork. Nice. Yeah, I would definitely eat Abaddon's cooking. Tark says, I could rub fresh jalapeno into my eyes and not feel it.
He lives in the state of Canada. Well, it's not hot for you. This is Canada, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be hot because he's constantly in the snow.
Well,
it's just going to balance out.
That's true. I don't know if is Canada constantly snowing, or is it a misconception? Like people think Iceland's always snowing when it's not.
It's snowing, and they have maple syrup with everything.
I don't.
Maple syrup just coats the tongue and the throat. You can't taste anything.
That sounds insensitive to me. I don't think that's true.
They can give me.
Although I imagine that Super Troopers 2 is going to play on a lot of Canadian stereotypes.
I mean, he can give me a lot of stuff about being New York.
That's true.
New Yorker, excuse me.
Abaddon says, I'm on Ghost Pepper level in terms of tolerance. That sounds about right, because I know there's like Carolina Reaper if you go further. And I saw like, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Rhett and Link. I know a lot of people have that channel's massive, but have you ever seen Rhett and Link try to eat the Carolina Reaper pepper?
No.
Dude, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like they just sit there and try to eat them raw, and like they are literally, it looks like their entire bodies are imploding for about 20 minutes. Like they look like they're on the edge of death.
What am I trying to?
I'll bring that up in a little bit. If you guys want to see something funny, you should check out Red and Link. You need the Carolina Reaper. Tark says there is still snow on the ground, but it's mostly gone. The maple syrup thing is true. I'm drinking some now to cleanse my palate.
There you go. There you go.
I do like maple syrup, though.
I have maple syrup, too.
Not
as much as he does.
It's weird. I don't think I really saw a lot of Canadian stereotypes, aside from people being polite, except for when I watched How I Met Your Mother, and they used to make fun of Robin all the time for being Canadian.
They're polite, snow, maple syrup.
Yeah. Well, and they said there was a lot of Tim Hortons up there, because Kevin Smith said he had spent a fair amount of time in Canada. He was like, there's Tim Hortons everywhere.
I think there's a beaver in one of their dollars. That's weird.
Yeah, but we've got Illuminati symbolism on ours, so I feel like it evens out.
I guess
it's not the best.
Beavers are way cooler.
Beavers are cooler than the Illuminati for sure. I just feel like right now, so if we're being wiretapped,
so they're gonna come through the window,
right? They're just like, how dare they think the Beaver's cooler than our all-seeing pyramid?
Dude, in my hometown, there's a Tim Hortons across the street from Tim Hortons.
it's like that
Starbucks everywhere.
Right. It's like that Lewis Black scheme where he's like, I walked into Starbucks and I was looking at another Starbucks.
If you ever go to New York, I'm going to show you that. That's real.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Oak City says Canada's awesome. I've never been. I would like to go visit there because I feel like I've met a few different YouTubers that are in Canada, and I hear it's beautiful up there. So I wouldn't mind going to check it out sometime.
I've been.
Is it nice?
I've never only really seen Niagara Falls. I guess that's the touristy thing to say.
Yeah, I imagine that like Niagara Falls doesn't even count as real Canada. That feels like American tourist Canada, which is fine. I've never seen Niagara Falls. I'm sure it's magnificent.
I want to go to the Canadian Hoods.
Canadian Hoods?
Yeah.
Where are the Canadian Hoods?
I don't know.
Are you assuming Tarks will know where they're at?
He lives there.
Well, I have a theory that if you walk 15 minutes in any direction in Canada, you'll hit a Tim Hortons. I think you said you'll hit a time. I was like,
hit a time?
What kind of bizarre time vortex is hanging out in Canada right now? He says, what was the question? Was
I want to go to the Hood.
Sean wants to know where the Hood is in Canada.
I want to go to the I want to go to the ghetto and get the good food from the ghetto. From, Kentucky Fried... No. Kennedy Fried Chicken.
Kennedy Fried Chicken?
Kennedy.
Like Kentucky, but just Canada?
Canada Fried Chicken. Canuck Fried Chicken. I want to go to there.
That sounds good. I would eat that. Although when I went to Tennessee, because I went there once, I think, to check out Gatlinburg, or was it Knoxville? No, I went to Knoxville too. But they had what was it, like hot fried chicken, where it's just like a dry rub spice, I guess, on the outside of regular fried chicken.
I want to go take a bootleg place.
I guess it's like
chicken,
one of their delicacies. Diehard says the Canadian border is only 11 hours from me.
Canada doesn't have a ghetto.
Canada doesn't have a ghetto. Maybe some areas in Toronto or Montreal. So, if we went to Canada, like, where should we go in Canada?
I go to Montreal.
Because I have no. I don't know. Montreal and Toronto may as well be exactly the same to me because I don't know anything about them.
City.
They're just
so if I bring you to New York or Chicago, you're like, it's all city.
Yeah. Because I've been to Chicago, I've been to New York, been to Cleveland, been to Seattle. Seattle's definitely a different vibe than say like Denver.
Yeah, it's just raining.
Yeah, it's just like a constant mist, really, I think. So, Tark says Vancouver, it's more your temperature that way. When you say our temperature, do you mean like warmer?
I think he means that it's going to snow tomorrow, but then the next day it's going to be 70 degrees. I don't know.
Yeah, because Ohio weather is weird. Like you either
tired of it.
Like right when you get around that March, April time frame in Ohio, it's like it'll be like 20 degrees or 30 degrees in the morning, and then by the end of the day it's like 80. So you have to just like, I don't know, like the weather's always shifting here during this time frame. Like right now it's like 80 degrees and I have a t-shirt, but yesterday I needed a hoodie or a heavier coat.
What's a Celsius?
I know this one. I believe it was an old wooden ship in the Civil War era. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a Celsius.
That's a Celsius. Yeah, I don't know what a Celsius is.
Yeah, it's weird, like, because the entire rest of the world would use a system that I think is pretty logical and approachable. I don't think archaic's the right word. I think we're the archaic ones, and the rest of the world's just like, there's America sticking with their miles and their pounds
and their foots.
Right, and their foots.
And their foots.
A Celsius is 5/9 Fahrenheit minus 32. It's weird because you're like, what's a Fahrenheit?
What's a Fahrenheit? Yeah.
Like it's not necessarily
it's called degrees.
Culturally ignorant. We're just ignorant, period, of things like science and basic math.
My phone says it's Nothing. And raining.
He says so. Minus 22 degrees wind chill.
It's 70 degrees
Sounds
right
awful.
now.
What here?
Oh, outside.
Yeah.
70 degrees. What's the Fahrenheit? We go by degrees.
That is Fahrenheit.
Debatable.
They're Fahrenheit degrees. But yeah, minus 22 wind chill. Yeah, that sounds awful, Turks. No, that's a weird thing though. Like I had a friend who had a mutual friend at one point visit from Arizona, and she was walking around like in like a parka in the middle of like 70-degree fall weather. She was like, "It's freezing here. How do you live?"
When I went to Florida in December, they were wearing parkas and they had the snow caps on.
Yeah,
and I'm walking on like this. I'm like, "Oh, it's such a nice day," and they're freezing.
Yeah. Well, even I don't know. My friend Sarah, this is sort of a mutual friend, I guess, with Moz. Like we went and had dinner last night, and she was wearing like a heavy coat, and I was like wearing a t-shirt. I'm like, it's like 76 degrees outside.
Girls get cold.
Yeah.
How come I wasn't invited?
Because you're an embarrassment more than anything.
Oh.
So that would be why. No, I'm kidding. It's because I know you don't like Condados, tacos, crowded areas, or loud noises.
I do like all those things.
You do like all those things?
I like tacos.
Okay, you said it very soft. Like I like the tacos.
I like the tacos.
Maybe not the people and the loud noises. So. The metric system. I know both mostly. I would say I'm aware of the existence of both mostly, except for just now. He's like, what's a Fahrenheit?
I need my nap.
So, there was something on Twitter earlier. I'm going to check real fast. No, because I think it's something funny. The old
Me?
like, yeah. Chris 16-bit says, "Gotta love It's Your Player 2 upload, but slightly scary when you're in the dark and his face suddenly lights up on your smartwatch." Like, time to wake up, Chris 16-bit. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I assume that I would be sort of terrified too. Apparently, when we went live, I don't know if I can, like, that's my face popping up on Chris 16-bit's watch, apparently, from where we just started the stream. But, because, yeah, where he's at, it's, I don't know what time it is there.
Where does he live?
He's in the Chris is in the UK, and I think he's in the process of moving to a new home. He had a pretty cool collection, and he was in the process of getting all that stuff. He did a 1,000 subscriber giveaway where he basically boxed up a bunch of like old stuff from his collection he didn't want anymore, like something like he had a Rabbids charging stand for Wiimotes, and basically just put it all in a box. And he wrote on the side of it, it was like Chris's box of rubbish or something. Like he like crossed out rubbish but like treasures. All right, I'm going to jet. Almost done with this vid. Awesome, man. I'll be looking forward to it after I get done with the Parasite Eve one. Again, I'm sorry, Turks. But you take care, sir, and thanks so much for watching and hanging out and, cluing us into more things about Canada and also, talking games. This is honestly one of my favorite parts of my week, man. It's a very low-pressure stream. Chill, you might say.
Chilly?
A stream of chill.
Oh,
a chill stream. So.
It's cold. Yeah, it's a cold stream.
Yeah, I barely understand Fahrenheit. Yeah, same. So. All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna get off here so we can start getting ready to actually play some games and stream them later.
We're gonna go back for that. Are we getting the Metal Gear?
Do you want to go back and get Metal Gear?
You can go ahead and get Metal Gear.
You're gonna get an MSX game?
No, I'm talking about you.
Wait, why would I get it?
I thought you were getting the game with color Metal Gear.
Well, yeah, it'll look great on my shelf.
Oh, never mind then.
Wait. No.
Never mind. I won't be playing that later at all.
We won't be playing it later? Wait, what are you saying?
I'm not gonna go get it.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I feel like now you're pressuring me on a live stream. It's horrible.
Why were we gonna go to the mall?
We were gonna go. No, we weren't going to the mall. We were gonna go to GameStop across the street from the mall, get Chipotle and see what GameStop had.
Right. Okay.
And then you wanted more Japanese food, so we may end up at the mall. I don't know.
I'm not getting Chipotle.
You're not getting Chipotle?
Not if I get Japanese food.
All right. Well, there's a House of Japan right there. You don't have. You can eat whatever you want. You're the guest, Sean.
Some would say I'm your player too.
I see what you did there. I want to screenshot that frame later and put it up. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Does anybody want to see any of the games again or anything like that, or is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we take off? Because otherwise, we're gonna get ready to, play games and probably food and stuff like that. We're not getting any fancy Abaddon food, unfortunately, but thanks, Tarks. Catch you later. Great stream later. Retro, thanks so much for sticking around, man. I truly appreciate it. You enjoy the rest of your Saturday, dude.
It's just
what are you doing?
Just hold it.
What for? What reason?
Oh, did somebody say yes?
Oh,
did someone say something?
No, I don't think somebody said yes.
Never mind.
I thought you were just hold it because I just want to see you struggle with it. So, all right. Well, everybody, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming out and watching the stream. And
we'll be back on a little bit.
We'll be back on in a little bit, albeit not here. I'll be like on the couch and
so free up your Saturday night.
All right. See you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and bye. Ending the stream. It's not it.